Hey, Mr. Clash here, and guess what? Another NDL war, and it's between the Sjonnies and Power CoC. We are 27 seconds left, 20, just call it 20 seconds left on prep day. The war is about to start. I've been having some technical issues, otherwise we would have been having a little bit of a quick look at the last 5 minutes of prep day, but hopefully the technical issues have been resolved at the moment, so I'm still going to be playing around to try and get the technical issues fully resolved. But we are here, we are live, and we are now waiting for action to begin. Here we go. Battle day has started, and no one's gone in yet, which of course you would expect no one to have gone in yet, because why would anyone go in when it's only just started like 5 seconds ago? So I'm just still trying to overcome the technical issues I had a little bit earlier. Otherwise this would have been a little bit... The loveliness of going live without the joy of television delay. All these things can be fixed. Now I had a look at, basically I didn't have a look at all of the bases on the rundown. I'll just give you a look. The breakdown is 4 Town Hall 11s, 9 Town Hall 10s, and 17 Town Hall 9s on both sides, obviously. I haven't had a look at the Town Hall 10s to see, for instance, if they're all legit Town Hall 10s, or like maybe the bottom ones have infernos or something like that. I haven't done any of that. So I'm going to be just as surprised as everybody when the attacks start to begin. Now, I did have a look at the bottom, and that was the bottom Town Hall 9. I wanted to have a look at the bottom Town Hall 9 just to compare them. And I saw something very interesting. That was the bottom Town Hall 9 from Power CoC was like level 30 Queen, level 25 King. And the bottom Town Hall 9 from the Sjonnies was like level 10, level 13 Queen or something like that. It was a weaker base, and so it's like, okay, there's a little bit of mismatching. I don't know if you call it mismatching, but there's a little bit of stuff that needs to be overcome at the moment, at least anyway. So that's what they're looking at. Okay, so I'm just going to be playing around with my little technical issues, still resolving them for the moment while we just wait for the first attacks to go in. And the beauty is that because it's the start, I'm not going to miss anything. Well, hopefully I'm not going to miss anything. Ideally, what they've done is they've created armies in their camps and ready. Maybe they've got a Gobo Lalo, maybe they've got Goho or something like that thing. Maybe they've got those trained already. And I'm just going to write something here. So maybe they've got those things trained already, and then what that means is they just got to scroll down through the list and go, hey, that base fits what my army does. I might attack that base. I'm also not really expecting a lot of the Town Hall 11s to go in early, mainly the Town Hall 10s. However, who knows? Because it's no dip, you don't have to try and get things done early. I mean, ultimately, everyone needs to get everything done early. If the Town Hall 9s can get their things done early, then maybe they can hit up and scout a Town Hall 10 or 11. Then the Town Hall 11s can get their things done early so they can then jump up to hit a Town Hall 11 scout, or for 2 stars or something like that, to try and reveal a little bit of information. So at the moment, just bear with me while I try and sort out some of the little technical issues that I was having a little bit earlier. Okay. All right, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alrighty, so that's one done. Just letting a few people know that we've gone live at the moment. So that's what I'm doing. If you're wondering what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing at the moment. Just putting a few little things out there to say, hey, we've gone live. Come check us out. Come join in the fun. Come watch the start of the war. Now, I do believe that it's thought that the Power CoC is going to be a little bit overwhelming. That's the thinking at the moment. It's a late notice war, not a real lot of time to get a very good even matchup. I don't want to have a look at the bases yet. I'd rather just, let's be surprised by the bases. That's what I'm thinking. So again, the breakdown is 4 Town Hall 11s, 9 Town Hall 10s, and the rest Town Hall 9s. Now, some of these bases I'm familiar with, or the names I'm familiar with. I've done a few calls that involve the Sjonnies. Power CoC, of course, I'm not familiar with because I haven't called any of their wars yet. So this will be a new thing. Let's just say it'll be a new thing for me to get used to their names on their map. So just going to have a look, see if there's anything obvious of duplicate bases. I should say alternate accounts of people. Not that I would know. I mean, not everyone's going to have the same sort of naming convention from one account to the other, but you never know. You'd like to assume that Simple 2.0 is a secondary account. So at the moment we're just waiting for the war, Witch Slayer number 4. Okay, so we're just waiting for the first attacks to go in. It's obviously been live for only about 6 minutes now, and just one more thing. Oh, wrong window. Not even knowing what windows I want to open here. Try that one. There we go. Okay, so just going to bear with me a second. Alrighty. So good. Still nothing happened while I just disappeared for a few seconds. That was good. And I've lost the chat now. So, okay, back with the chat. I can see, hey. Alrighty. Okay, no one's attacking live right now, so we are waiting. And like I said, I don't want to spoil the bases yet. Look, I know on one of the other streams I was saying there's a possibility that no one's going to attack live for the first hour, but we've never really found that at all. We've found that usually in the first few minutes someone's attacking live. So maybe it takes 5 or 10 minutes for them to have a good scout of the base, have a little bit of a rundown. Now, obviously I got here a little bit earlier. So what I was doing, I was in the chat, and there was a load of friendly challenges going on. Loads of friendly challenges going on. Trying out the different troop combinations, just getting a little bit of a warm up, I suppose. And of course I threw out my base that everybody gets the challenge when they come into the clan. It's an old war base. I've got it on my channel as a war base that anyone can copy. Apparently it came from somewhere else, but when I found it, I grabbed it because we'd encountered someone in the war and no one could beat the base. Not with the troops that we had, or not with the attacking that we were doing. So I kept it, and there were 2 bases that I used to cycle at the time. I've now got like 5 bases that I generally just cycle around. But at the time I had those 2 bases and no one was being able to 3-star that base. And I'd made some changes to it because all I'd had was the original screen cap of the base and not where the traps were. So I just kind of figured that out all myself. So I did that, and I was using that. And then when Queen Walk became a real big thing at Town Hall 9, and people were just virtually wrecking half a base with Queen Walk, because the healers, you could just send the Queen in with those healers and nothing could destroy the Queen. Because the air defenses were a little bit accessible, I just stopped using the base, and it just became, here we go, first attack in on Benny. And okay, so we've got Expo Islands. Oh, it's got 9 dragons. So you'd like to assume a bit of a Queen Walk. No, there's not going to be a Queen Walk, but there could be a bit of a hero charge on one side of the air defenses with some lava hounds tanking for the others. That's something that we've seen with when these air defenses are in this position where you've got the air defenses backing up each other, like you can see here. So yeah, basically get the heroes in to take out the 2 air defenses. Hopefully it's not going to be an issue for the clan castle because the dragons will take out the clan castle. Then you've got lava hounds and balloons to take out the other air defenses, and then you've got your dragons to just sweep through the rest of the base. That's generally what is probably going to go on here, and you can see that it's got the 3 dragons down, 3 left to deploy, 6 dragons down now. Now hopefully a lot of those dragons won't just start pathing along the storages and not actually go in towards the weapons. Of course, the queen will aggro some of the dragons in onto the queen, but if those other dragons just keep moving along, yeah, so those dragons are going to move along to those storages because the storage is a little bit outside. So lava hounds come in, 2 lava hounds, 2 air defenses left, a few black bombs, a few red bombs, get some haste in, get the air defenses down, and hopefully the remaining dragons will take out the rest of the base if those balloons can take down the air defenses. That's pretty well what we're going to be looking at. Ground expo, yeah, I didn't think anybody did ground expos anymore, but sometimes you do a ground expo, you're going to pay the price. So in this case, that expo at the bottom here, that one could have been pointing up, shooting at that dragon, taking out that dragon, but unfortunately it's on the ground. So whether that was an oversight or on purpose to try and stop a Valkyrie or Gobo Ho attack, or just a Go Ho attack, don't know. But paying the price for that ground expo there, that dragon took out a little bit more than it could. So Tesla's still standing, all the balloons are down, 3 dragons left, and it's not looking like this will be a 3-star attack from the first attacker from Powered CoC, which is Armored, coming in with the sacrificial heroes to take out air defenses and then dragon attack for the rest of the base. Only 38 seconds left as well, so the time will be a factor even if the dragons could survive to take out that last Tesla. But hey, you never know, strange things have happened. The dragons are pretty weak, but a weak dragon can destroy a defense just as well as a fully healed dragon or a fully strong dragon, and wizard towers aren't really an issue for a dragon at all. So well, it looks like it may even be a 3-star if the dragons can get through the sweeper enough and then get over to that Tesla. It's going to be nail biting. Last few seconds is coming down. Okay, so the Tesla got distracted then, but 3 dragons, too much for the Tesla. And will it? Oh, oh, no way. No way. Oh, there had to be half a second in that. There had to be half a second in that. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, you know what? You're glad if you're on the attacking side, you're glad that happened. But if you're on the defending side, you're feeling a little bit ripped off that there was half a second in that. Oh, what a surprise. Half a second. I didn't think it was going to be a 3-star. I thought, nah, he'll come up short. But the dragons just survived just enough, just in time. So that was a good thing. Just to recap, the breakdown is 4 Town Hall 11s, 9 Town Hall 10s, and 17 Town Hall 9s. So if you've seen some of the other streams that the Sjonnies have been in, you might recognize some of the names here as well. And I don't want to go and start showing all the bases yet because I want to let them be surprises for when they start to get attacked, for instance, with Benny's Expo Island type of base. However, what I was saying before is that I just checked out the heroes. We can check out the profile at least and go down to the profile of the bottom player. This is their number 30 and have a look. He's got level 30 Queen and level 25 King and all max Town Hall 9 troops. And when we go down to the bottom player, oh no, we do that through this, don't we? When we go down through the bottom player on the Sjonnies and have a look at the profile, you'll see a level 11 King and a level 13 Queen, and not all maxed out troops. Still needs to upgrade the Golem, Archer, Witches, of course. Yeah, so it's kind of, and of course the Valkyries are only still Town Hall 8 level Valkyries. So it's one of those things where obviously, at least at the bottom bases, there's an attacking advantage straight from Power CoC. So yeah, that's just how it's working out at the moment. So going to wait. Now, that obviously, unless someone's just gemmed all those dragons and things like that, you aren't going to be training up all those dragons to come and do that attack. So there's a good chance that sort of a dragon attack where the heroes would come in to take out some air defenses and things like that. The way that a lot of people are putting their air defenses, offset air defenses, basically air defenses on one side, often one side of the base, so that the heroes and everything else can be on the other side of the base. And it kind of lets it be a little bit prone towards dragons coming in, because the heroes, if you could do a queen walk down one side, I'm sure we'll see a base coming up in shortly. But if you can do a queen walk coming down one side of the base, and then what happens is that queen walk will take out the air defenses, and then it kind of leaves the rest of the base open for the dragon attack to come in. So we're just going to have a wait here at the moment. Like I said, I'm in the Sjonnies clan, so I can't have a look at any of their bases, because if I do, I'll end up giving away the trap detail. And if anyone from Power CoC is watching, they're going to be able to see the trap details of what the bases are. So while we wait for, that attack was on Benny, while we wait for the attack, for the next attack to come in, we'll run through this one again. There we go. Just to have a look at how Benny's number 23, and the attack was done by their number 28. So again, number 28 has level 30 heroes, and if you have a look at Benny's got a 22 queen and a 22 king. So in terms of, and Benny's 23. So in terms of the hero levels, Power CoC is actually quite overwhelming in terms of the hero levels compared to what the Sjonnies are bringing in. So this is the sort of a base that the idea is you've got 2 air defenses over there. So if you send a lava hound on this bottom air defense, obviously it's got to take on 2 air defenses, but it also means it's prone to this, which is you're going to sacrifice the heroes to come and take out the 2 air defenses. And that's okay, because you've got dragons, and the dragons will deal with anything in the clan castle. So the dragon is not an issue. And only bringing 6 dragons. So wondering the power of level 4 dragons at Town Hall 9, once the air defenses are down. 6 dragons and a couple of lava hounds with 9 balloons has taken out this base. I thought the dragons would have pathed more along the storages and got a little bit more damaged by possibly the archer tower or even the air defenses. But the good timing from the deployment of the lava hounds protected the dragons just as they were starting to get a little bit close. So there you go. Once the dragon's starting to get closer to the range of the air defense, I just brought the range of that air defense up. It doesn't matter, because the balloons have come in and taken out both of the air defenses, so that will leave free reign for the dragons to come in without really getting damage from an air defense, because of course the air defense can do a lot of damage on the dragon. So that last air defense didn't even pop. The hound doesn't pop till later, which has enabled that hound to tank for the balloons much more than it otherwise would have. Obviously the hound and the balloons will eventually go down, but again, like I was saying before, the ground expos I think really cost this one. If the expos had been in the air, I'm pretty sure that this definitely would not have been a 3-star, because an extra whole bunch of DPS coming on the hound, coming on the balloon, and this expo down the bottom near this Tesla, that would have stayed up. This expo that just went down there near the archer, that probably would have stayed up as well, because the hound and the balloon would have been taken out before they got a chance to go down. So that's pretty well the cause of the 3-star in this one, that the ground expos could have saved 3-star. I just think it could have saved the 3-star anyway, because that ground expo wouldn't have been down to the lava hound and the balloon, and it still would have been shooting these dragons as they pathed around. And this other expo over near the Tesla would have been up still as well. And gradually those 2 things combined would have probably taken out the remaining dragons, or at least taken 1 out, or possibly even 2, which would have left 1 dragon left, and that wouldn't have gotten down the other defenses quite as quick. Okay, so that was the replay of the first attack of the war, which was, here we go, we're going in, just watching that replay. Just missed a little bit of the start of this, only a little bit though. So coming in from Rogers on the Sjonnies, another air attack, and I'm assuming bowlers were involved in this one, because there seems to be a lot taken out in the base. Unfortunately, didn't get the expos down. The queen will go down before getting an expo down. Balloons coming in. All the air defenses are down except that last one. Now the balloons coming in. Of course, with the balloon change, obviously just dropping the old 2 balloons, 2 balloons, 2 balloons is not working quite as well. And look at this, Troll Tesla over on the right hand side, so that's going to cause a little bit of a problem. and Tesla Farm over near that expo. So it's not looking, and somehow those skellies passed the lava hound that was flying in front of the balloons and went to the balloons instead. So that was an interesting thing. Obviously at that time, the balloons were the closest target when they were zeroing in on their target. So this won't be a 3-star, be a 2-star attack from Roger. And of course, the difficulty with doing, you're the first one in, Troll Tesla on the right-hand side, you don't know that there's a Troll Tesla there until you're the guinea pig that's gone in, and hopefully someone else can make an adaptation after that. So what are we waiting for? Okay, got a couple of little lava pups there on the left-hand side. They're just going to path around and take out a little bit more stuff. We'll wait for this to finish then, unless someone else goes in again. We'll have another look at anybody else that might be attacking. We'll have a look at the replay of that while we wait for somebody else to attack from either side. And we'll try and have a close look at that attack, at what Roger's done here, once the lava pups have finished their little bits and pieces that they're doing. Okay, so we're 20 odd minutes in, and we've got one attack down from each of the clans at the moment, just waiting for the rest of the attacks to go in, waiting for Roger to finish, and then we'll go back in and we'll watch the start of how that went. So there was a lot of friendly challenges going on in the clan when I joined, and I just, like I said, I just kept throwing up my base. I threw up a couple of bases, and when I throw up bases for people to do friendly challenges, if they beat the base, I like to throw that base up again, just to make sure it wasn't a fluke of deployment or something, to make sure that they've actually cracked that base, cracked the code, so to speak, for defeating that base on how to deploy and whatnot. So the baby dragon's doing a lot of work there. The poison didn't miss that baby dragon at all. So that baby dragon's taken out a lot of the tankage on the left-hand side. Bowlers come in, queen come in. Okay, now once those expos are down, once these two things are down here, and that's looking pretty good, get the air attack going. Get it going right now. Start it now. That's when I'd be starting. And here we go. So, okay, so it wasn't too much of a delay on getting the air attack going. I hadn't seen that at first when we joined in. I hadn't seen that air defense over on the left-hand side. I'd only seen that one that just went in there, just near the king. So that's a little bit of a danger of those sorts of air defense setups, where you've got one air defense near the outside and the other one can also shoot the lava hound. So you've got two lava hounds, two air defenses. Unfortunately, with the old traditional school of thought coming in for La Lune attacks was to bring in one more lava hound, then you had air defenses left. But with the advent of the bowler, of course, that all changes, because the bowlers can take out a little bit more, and sometimes even 3 air defenses. So, but 2 lava hounds, not quite enough to withstand the damage that was done throughout this base. So build a hut at the bottom as well, and at the top, and that's it. Yeah. So just the lava pups, take out the skellies, and then they'll just work around a little bit. So now we wait for the next attack to go in, and that's it. So we've got 2 stars from the Sjonnies, 3 stars from the Power CoC, 23 minutes into the war, and we await the next little icon that says somebody's gone in, somebody's gone in. Now, while we wait for that to happen, I'll pop over to my village. These things here, I thought I was all done with upgrading. I've only got 13 minutes of whatever that guard is left, and then my 4-hour personal timer. I've only got these little buildings up here. The mine, they're just so annoying. Obviously, once you put those in, you can't do a friendly challenge. And you can't friendly challenge any base, because they won't let you friendly challenge the base until you put these in. So essentially, as soon as you put these little things in here, these gold mines, you're not able to friendly challenge any base at all. So the base in question, while we just wait for the rundown of for the next swords to start clashing, and we'll jump in there, I want to show you the base that I set for everybody to have a little go at when they come in, and that's this base here. So you can see the traps that I've got laid out. If you want to just screen cap this or something like that, do whatever. I've got a video on it. It shows a bunch of replays and things like that. Now, essentially what happens with this base, it was a war base, and I've just put it here as a little base in the village that I can easily flip into the war things if I want to or not. And what I've done is you have a look at the bottom of the base here where the archer tower is, cannons. You'll notice that we'll have a bit of a zoom in on there. And you'll notice where all the spring traps are there. So there's 5 spring traps there, and there's 1 spring trap over here on the left-hand side. And the reason those spring traps are there is because people never come into the base from that bottom side. They usually come in from the left, but most people come in from the top because it seems to be an easier access to get to the queen. Now, obviously, knowing that, I wouldn't really normally put a big bomb there, and I suppose I could put it here, just near this skelly between the blower and the archer tower. I could put the big bomb there as well. But most people come in through here. Then if they're coming in with a hog attack, when the hogs path around this area, they just lose so many hogs, it's not funny. And they might have had a good lot of hogs, but by the time they get to the end, this skelly trap's waiting for them, and their hogs are dwindled. It's just not enough oomph. So it's an interesting base to try and attack for new people. Like I said, when new people come to the clan, this is the base that I throw up for them, and I say, have a go at this. We don't expect a 3-star. You probably won't 3-star it, but just want to see how you sort of deploy your troops around. And it looks deceptively easy. When I got it, I was the first person to attack it in the war, and I was a bit disappointed that I didn't defeat the base with my usual go-ho, but then ended up 5 other attacks later and the base still wasn't defeated. So I kind of felt a little bit better that no one beat it, but that's not the point. So it looks deceptively easy, but it's actually a little bit of a hard base to crack. Once you get it though, then you just keep getting it over and over. And another base that that I've made, that I've talked about this before, but we'll show it, and that's this moat base here. Now the idea of this, it's not a village base. I'm not using it to protect anything. The idea is that people can use this as a training base if we come across a ring base. So if you don't come across ring bases all the time, but if you do and you want to get good at them, then this is what I throw up. And what happens a lot of the time is if people haven't attacked this base before and they want to attack it with hogs, they'll come in somewhere near this archer wizard sort of area because it's closer to the queen, and that's fine. And then usually when they're coming in with hogs, the hogs end up pathing around. Of course, you can see this outside ring of weapons, and between each of them is a spring trap. So their hog army just keeps getting flung off, flung off, flung off, flung off, and then gone. And then it's got to deal with what's left in the core here. Okay, so we're live at the moment. Going back in, so this is Armand on William. Now Armand, of course, is going for a 6-pack now. And of course, the thing with the friendly wars like this, you don't need to redo your troops, although you can if you want to. But the troops don't disappear. So the troops that you had for the first time, they're the ones that remain for the second time. And of course, Armand came in with dragons in the first time. So in this sort of thing, if you've got that dragon army ready, you can pre-train a second army just on the off chance it's going to be suitable for another base. And then you can go, yeah, okay, yeah, that one works. Just do a quick village raid or donate troops and get rid of the other army that way so that you can get back into it straight away. Okay, so we have the clan castle drawn out, baby dragon, 21 minions. So Laloonian, that's what we would call it in the old day, Laloonian. Lava Hound, balloons and minions. So the enemy queen's about to go down. Rage spell kept the attacking queen alive. Wizards backing up the attacking king. Level 30 king on a level, what was that, 14? Was that a level 14 king? So there's a little bit of a mismatch in terms of strength of the kings. So minions coming in now to help take out the air defense and also clear a couple of little red bombs out of the way. So for balloons or whatever might be coming, or unfortunately, it would be nice if the minions cleared out the black bombs. Unfortunately, they don't. Otherwise, you could just drop a minion, take out a black bomb that might affect a queen walk like this. So queen still has the ability left, another rage spell, 2 rage spells left, and a poison. Obviously, poison being kept up the sleeve in this case for air skellies. Lava Hound's coming in now, going straight over the top of all those remaining weapons to distract them. So balloons coming in. Now you'll notice that 3 balloons are coming in this time. So instead of the old 2, 2, and 2, and 2, and 2, it's now 3 balloons coming in to have the same effect. So you'll go through the balloons a lot quicker than you used to. So you've got to be pretty good on your deployment. Minions coming in following the balloons straight away. So clean up as well as attack all in one, as the minions will come through. And this base will fall very, very smartly. So I believe, what are we calling this one? This is the old TDH, if I'm not correctly. If I'm not mistaken, I think the old queen walk with balloons and 20-something minions. I think we call that the TDH, if I'm not mistaken. TDH, I believe, comes from TDH, from War Whales, if I'm not mistaken. If that's wrong, someone please tell me that I'm wrong and I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah. Okay, so 2 attacks. You know what we'll do while we wait for that? We'll have a look at this attack again, just to make sure. Or not. We're not really making sure. We already know how it went, but just to see how it went. Alrighty. So we have minions starting to get the clearance on the right-hand side. 27 minions or something, 26 minions that he's brought in here. Queen with the healers, obviously putting the healers on the left of the queen, so that when she walks that way, if you put him on the right hand side, when the queen walked that way, then the healers would have moved over to the left with the queen, but as they did so, they would have gone closer to the weapons and possibly in range of the air defense, possibly, or other things that might have been there. But by putting them on the left, that keeps them out of the way of anything that might have been able to attack the queen's things there. Okay, so Rage has gone down, Clan Castle's come out, and what did we see? Yeah, it was a level 14 king, and it was a level 15 queen. So a bit of a hero mismatch. Don't really think the hero mismatch would have made any difference to what the outcome was. It was just a very good attack. Queen walk in, take out air defenses, right down that road or that runway, I guess you could call it, or shoot or whatever, the path. The queen can just walk straight down there, shoot things on either side. And of course, all of those air defenses are in range to the queen. And with the rages to keep the queen up, the queen was never going to go down to anything shooting at her. The only threat would have been black bombs on the healers. And then what's left is the Lava Hounds and Balloonian part for that last little air defense up the right-hand side. That wasn't going to be any match for the Lava Hounds and Balloons and minions coming in following that. So that was a very well thought out, very well planned. This is the danger of, another one of those dangers of trying to have an anti-Gobo Lalo base. It opens it up to Queen Walk Dragons and a TDH style attack like this one. So that's what it gets opened up to. Okay, we'll just power through that because we don't really want to try and miss anything live, but we'd like to see the attack in the entirety of the attack. So, all right, and we are done. Okay, so back to live we go. And, well, see, we've just missed one. Looking at that replay, we just missed the at least first 50% or town hall that's gone down on this base. Once this attack is finished, we'll back out and we'll have a look at how it's going. Okay, so it was over 50%. So we've missed most of the attack, but we'll have another look at it. But again, this was the low hero attacker that did not have Town Hall 9 troops yet, going by the profile. So not all of the Town Hall 9, not all of the troops were Town Hall 9 level. So we'll just let that run out. 30 seconds left. 2 Teslas, a level 13 Queen that's going to try and spend the last remaining time shooting through walls, by the look of that. And no ability left, so wouldn't even be able to get through to those Teslas anyway, if it mattered. Okay, 8 seconds to take out the Town Hall. It takes about 16, 17 seconds to take out a Town Hall for a Queen, for a max queen, so not going to do it in 8 seconds, unfortunately. Okay, so what I have to say is, I'll tell you what, guys. How's that? No spamming your stuff on my stream, thank you. And there we go. Have some respect. So, done. Alrighty. So on to, we'll have a look at the start of this attack again. Sorry for the delay, had to deal with a couple of things. So onto the attack again we go. See the start of this attack. And okay, wizards funneling at the bottom, 22 hogs, so it was a hog attack coming in. A couple of wizards left to go. Yeah, it's got max hogs, but the heroes is really going to pay a lot of attention here. Make a big difference. Well, test wall breaker going in, follow-up wall breakers going in, and geez, what was that? Why did those wall breakers path like that? That was the most insane thing ever. But it doesn't matter why they did it, they just did it. Okay, poison spell on the queen, slow the queen down, bowlers coming in, so gobo ho, or go hobo, whichever way you prefer it to be. And got the raid spell, so only 2 heal spells left, and this is the biggest danger with Go Boho. Before you jump into Go Boho, make sure you know exactly where you're going to need the heals. If you don't know where you're going to need the heals, you might find yourself running out of heals. So there's a heal up there near the king, and that's taken out, I think it took out some hogs and it made some others very, very weak, but it meant you had to place a heal there, which means there's probably going to be another big bomb near that wizard. Yep, and then there'll be another big bomb near the expo, most probably. And of course, you need to take care of the bomb tower as well. And then you've got no heal for the Tesla farm because you've used it. And you used the other spell was the raid spell that you had for the bowlers. So yeah, that's the danger of the Go Boho when you're only bringing in 2 heals for the hogs. And look, it's pretty close. Unfortunately, yeah, spring traps probably cost this one. Yeah, so that's the thing. You need to know where you're going to need the heals. First attack on the base, you didn't know the Tesla farm was there, so the attack fails. And okay, so here we are. 6 stars to Power CoC and 3 to the Sjonnies. Now I'll go back to talking about what I was talking about, this base. Okay, so what I've done is I've set this base up, while we wait for the swords to keep clashing, I've set this base up as a training base. So if we ever come across a clan that has any kind of ring base, it doesn't need to have a moat, but the moat makes it interesting. So if you have a clan that's got a ring base, you come in and I'll issue this challenge to our members that might be wanting to attack it, and they can practice until they figure out how to defeat a ring base with whatever troops it is. Now, normally what you're going to be doing is you'll be going to queen walk at least some part of the base. Let's say you wanted to queen walk down this side here. You'd try and crack in to do that. So the queen's going to walk in. Oh, well, we're going live. Going live again. Okay, on to base number 20. And, okay, so nice little couple moats in the bottom, in the halfway, splitting the base in half, 13 hogs. So I'm guessing it's going to be bowlers in the clan castle with only 13 hogs coming in. So almost same sort of hog number as you'd have on, say, a HG, HB, where you've got the giants and things taking in. So wall breakers coming in, bowlers coming out of the clan castle, straight over the expo. Once they crack through the wall, double jump to, I assume, get through to the other half of the base, while the hogs can take out the flanking weapons. So there you go. You've got the golem coming up on the right-hand side. So send in a couple of little snipe hogs to take out take it out for free. The golem is going to tank on those things, and that's really good value hogs coming in. Only a couple of hogs to take out all of these weapons. So those hogs took out 3 weapons now, and coming onto the cannons, 4th with the aid of the wizards. Next jump over onto the expo side of the base. 7 more hogs left and a Tesla farm, but no spells left. However, he does have level 30 heroes, and the queen hasn't used the ability yet, so that is a little bit of a disadvantage. Advantage for the attacker not having to use the ability yet, and a disadvantage for the defender that the attacker has level 30 heroes because they can sustain a little bit more damage. So no heal needed for the 9 hogs coming up onto the Tesla farm. The queen might be able to get that archer tower down. Oh, there we go. Special ability, get through the wall quickly. And what's the queen doing? She's shooting the left-hand wall. Oh no, just what you don't want. And the wizard should take out the archer tower though, because the archer tower is distracted onto the king. And it's going to be close. And oh yeah, yes, okay. Wizard tower just went down. I think that wizard up the top needs the most valuable player of this attack. Because if that wizard had gone down, the archer tower would have locked onto the queen would have gone down, and the archer tower would have taken out the rest of the base. So, okay. Alrighty. So that is 3 attacks from Power CoC for 9 stars, and 2 attacks from the Sjonnies for 3 stars. So, as predicted, Power CoC would be coming out of the blocks very, very strong, and they have done in the first 40 minutes of the war. They've obviously 3 attacks in the first 40 minutes of the war. Just to reiterate, the breakdown was 11 Town Hall 11. It was 4 Town Hall 11s. It was 9 Town Hall 10s. And like I said, I don't know if these are Town Hall 9.5s, and I haven't had a look on the other side to double check. And 17 Town Hall 9s. That's what this war breakdown is made up of at the moment. So a lot of chatting going on in the clan chat. I don't like to reveal any of the tactics and things that they're talking about. Now, I just did want to touch back on this base. As you can see, I've got a massive amount of loot, and if you're wondering what my treasury is like, it's full. I've got 8,000 dark elixir. But otherwise it's full. And the reason it's full like this is because I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying at Town Hall 9, so I'm basically not going anywhere. Now, the other interesting thing is why I'm in bronze. Why I'm in Bronze League. Having spent 6 months up in Champs, and basically I did most of my queen upgrading in Champs, and then once the queen was fully maxed, I felt no need to be in Champs, but I wanted to show you the my defense is 1. It's 200, and what have we got for the season? What have we got left in the season? We've got 8 days left in the season. So when I get a shield, I don't remove the shield, but when you drop down into bronze, I'll just show you what happens. You get all this. Look at this, the trophy dropping, just dropping trophies, just on me. So 13 archers, a queen, a king queen, a barb, a king, and then someone actually decided to attack me. So kinda. That's pretty well what happens down here. So that's why I'm down in bronze. I like to usually try and drop down to about 380 around trophies and then just let it go. And then sometimes I'll get 20 attacks done on my base before I get a shield. And what I could do is then spend that time dropping down and remove the shield and get the 20 attacks back. But I usually let the shield play out, and then within a couple of days I find myself up in silver, and then I have to start dropping myself. And when I drop, basically this is what I'm doing. I'm just putting my queen in a corner and just ending the battle just like this. This is how I drop trophies. Town Hall 7, put the queen, end the battle. That's it. So then I drop 5 trophies in that case. So that's basically how I drop trophies, and I keep dropping trophies down, 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 down. And what you do find down here, there are a lot of bases that have the town hall still on the outside. So instead of having the town hall in the middle, the town hall will be on the outside over here on the left. Usually it's on the left. And if you wanted to just get your conquering achievement where you beat a lot of bases, just snipe them. Just drop a hero on it, drop a couple of archers, drop the queen. In my case, I'll drop the queen on it. And if that's what I want to do, The problem is though, when I do that, I'm usually offered like 30, 40 trophies, but to drop a trophy is like, sometimes it's 1 cup. So if you get if you get a lot, so we've got the Sjonnies under attack again from Power CoC. This is number 14 on 16. So Troll Tesla in the bottom there. I didn't see the original deployment to see if there was a Troll Tesla in there, to see if that golem was placed directly right onto that or not. We might have to look at that in replay, or if the golem was placed somewhere near the wall piece and then it strolled back up to the top. So 30 hogs, 4 heals. So basically going to be mass hog attack on this, crack the wall, get the king in and the queen hopefully to deal with the enemy queen. A couple poisons for the enemy clan castle when they come out, and then mass hogs with the 4 heal spells. No need for a jump spell to try and take out any extra expos or things like that. That's why the extra hogs are coming in. Be 30 hogs in the clan castle, 30 hogs. Be 6 hogs in the clan castle as well with the 4 heal spells. So you're just doing a massive amount of work with the heal spells with 36 hogs. Now that is this enemy queen, she'll go down to the attacking queen pretty promptly. No, look at that. The attacking queen is standing like 6 tiles away from the enemy queen. That's the defending queen that's shooting the hogs, and she's going for the queen pad. And here we are. We're supposed to be told that the queen will retarget or target onto the defending troops much quicker. But my experience shows that she doesn't really care too much, unless it's right in her face, in which case she will, but otherwise no. 1 heal spell left for the next obvious place where there's going to be a big bomb, and there we go. So that's this base wrecked. Mass hogs, 36 hogs, 1 golem, wall breakers in to get the queen, king and queen to take out the queen and the clan castle with the aid of double poison, and that's this base finished. 1 cleanup wizard left to deploy, and it has been deployed. Should have been deployed there. I think it was deployed up there on the right hand side, top right, up near the camp, just shooting the camp now. Too many hogs for that king to be a bother. Even if the king takes out these hogs around here, the hogs that are pathing up towards the town hall will be just too many. Take out that king. No, look at that. The hogs missed the gold storage down the bottom, so they're going to have to repath down there. 35 seconds, 34 seconds. They should have plenty of time to get down there and destroy it, because too many hogs take out that town hall pretty quickly. No other bombs or traps or anything, and just overkill on the base, essentially. Overkill on the base. So another 3-star attack from Power CoC in the bag for them. And there we go. And we've got another one going in straight away as well. Okay, so they've tried to do a double hit. They've tried to be sneaky to sneak a double attack in on me so that I don't show you it. Oh, they're cheeky, these buggers. And we're going to have to come back on this one because this is looking like it's also going to be a 3-star. I don't think the air skellies are done. Backup balloon still, that's going to be dropped as a cleanup balloon. So we will watch this one as well. Once we back out, once the attack's done and it's finished, we'll watch the start of it to see how it progressed at the start. There we go, that cleanup balloon, or the 1 balloon that's left, dropped on the left hand side there. So wizard and minion up there near the town hall. Wizard will take out the dark storage and balloons will slowly path around. That balloon on the right hand side, that'll take out that storage, and 50 seconds left. That's plenty of time. As the minions finish each thing, they bunch up with each other, and each progressive thing they go to falls down faster and faster. So 40 seconds left now, and wizard onto town hall. Town hall will go down, they'll all path over to the pumps, and look at that black bomb chasing that lava hound across the map. It's slowly catching. It's slowly catching. God, that was so far. That was so funny. That black bomb chased that lava hound all the way across the map. Okay. So do we have any other little surprises coming in from CoC? No, we don't. Okay, not yet. We don't. Not yet. We don't. Okay, so we'll just have a look at how this one started. Then we'll pop up and have a look at the golem one. The one where that golem was in the corner, and see what actually happened there. Okay, so golem's gone down at the top here. Wizards to clean up or start the funneling process. Now what you'll notice, what we notice in our wars too is the more inexperienced clans, or when you're fighting a clan that has inexperienced members and they're bringing like 15 wizards or something like that, and as you get more experience you realize you don't need 15 wizards. You can come in with a really light number of wizards just to do the job, because your experience has shown that if you bring the 15 wizards, they all sort of path in, they all just die anyway, and you don't really get extra benefit out of having the 15 wizards that you've brought in. So most of the time we're not bringing more than 8 wizards on any attack, and sometimes 6. So the wizards are there to do a specific job, and you have to have that part of that job planned for. There we go. That poison spell was a pretty awesome poison spell to take out those lava pups like that. So here the balloons coming in, again noticing that not much flight time for that wizard, so didn't need the 3 balloons. So here we go, that archer tower near the town hall. It's very interesting to see. Okay, so there was a couple balloon drops and 1 balloon crash took out that archer tower, so nothing has changed there. Of course, this was a once back in the day, let's just say, you used to have 2 balloons. It would be 1 balloon drop and 1 balloon crash would take out an archer tower. So the first balloon would crash on the archer tower, and when the second balloon got there, as soon as it dropped a bomb, the archer tower would go down. So they buffed up the archer tower's health a little bit, so that wouldn't help. That wouldn't happen. So a balloon crash and a 1 balloon drop wouldn't destroy an archer tower. But of course, now with the increased speed of the balloons, with the way that they did their first attack and so on and so forth, that really stopped being an issue. 2 balloons would again easily take out an archer tower without a problem. So the balloons, of course, being readjusted. There goes the blackborn flying across the field of battle, trying to get that lava pan, and that's it. So that was actually a nice attack. Okay, any other little icons up here? We do have an icon, and look, watching that replay, I missed another one. Sorry about that. So we'll watch this one. We will watch this on replay once this one ends, if we catch it in time. Okay. So level 40. This is at level 40. So this was a Town Hall 11. 4 Town Hall 11s at the top of the map. So this is a Town Hall 10, number 12, jumping up to hit the Town Hall 11 for 2 stars, and it also automatically becomes a scout, because the Town Hall 11 can't drop down, because it's a no dip war. So the Town Hall 11 has to hit Town Hall 11, but this is a spare Town Hall 10 attack, and it's essentially a scout. That's what it's become. Just to see where Tesla's and what's in the clan castle, and of course it gives a little bit of a safety factor for the Town Hall 11s. Safety factor in as much as we'll have to go back to this to find out that that attack that we just lost before. This was the one with the golem. Just wanted to see how that golem drop went. Okay, so I was at the bottom to see why the golem pathed over there to the corner. Okay, so wizard drop onto the builder's hut triggered the Tesla, and that's why the golem was then dropped, to divert the Tesla, and that's what it would have had to do anyway. The golem would have had to drop there anyway. But you, of course, drop the wizard down first, so then as the golem comes in, the wizard paths down behind the golem, and it becomes part of a cleaning wizard, or a funneling wizard, I guess you could say. Okay, so now we'll go back and we'll watch this the attack on number 4 to see how that went. Okay, so Eagle Artillery, Wizards, yeah, okay. So Town Hall 11 being attacked by Town Hall 10, Earthquake, level 40 heroes, 19 bowlers, 3 golems in the makeup. Archers coming down, firstly getting the percentage, the freebie stuff. You might as well get the freebie stuff while you can. No minions, but the baby dragons can help take out a little bit of the extra stuff that's harder to get as a freebie. So archers are still doing their freebie gathering work. That archer get taken out, and then we'll just be waiting for the 3 golems and the bowlers to come in and basically do a town hall dive. That's what I call it, town hall dive. We're going to dive to the town hall, 1 jump spell, 3 rage, have the bowlers raged up the entire time if you can. Create the funnel at the top, and I'm assuming we're going to have the same thing at the bottom, create the funnel at the bottom, and then a mass lot of bowlers coming in straight through the middle, over the Grand Warden, over the heroes, over the king, straight to the town hall, and then into the base. So here we go, golem and bowlers at the bottom, raid spell, same sort of funneling process. Now there'll be 8 bowlers and clan castle bowlers as well, I'm assuming, coming out. So we've got 8 bowlers plus the clan castle bowlers, yep. And then it'll just be a dive straight into the town hall, 1 raid spell and a heal spell left to try and keep them alive. Of course, you heal them first. You know there's no bomb there, so let's heal them while they're getting damaged, before they get in too much range, and then as they get closer through that, can drop the rage spell. They'll come forward, they'll still be a little bit raged as they come out of the heal rage area, and just what you see here. Yep. So nice little 2-star from Town Hall 10 onto the Town Hall 11. Guarantees a 2-star, so you know you've got the 2 stars on the board, and now it just gives it, that's a little bit of breathing room for the Town Hall 11, gives the Town Hall 11 information to work with to help take out this base later on. But of course 2 stars is already on the board, so it's going to be, no matter what happens, the Town Hall 11 can go for a slightly riskier attack, which would result in a 3-star if it pays off. Okay, oh, we've got 2 things going on here. Okay, so, and, all right, so this balloon attack coming in, 41% damage on this at the moment coming in. Lava hounds, balloons, and 2 air defenses still up. Sweeper still up, unfortunately. Expos, both expos still up. Skelly traps have popped. No poisons to take care of the skellies. Tesla's on the left hand side, so that's going to be a little bit tricky for the balloon pathing. It'll path away from those air defenses, unfortunately. And of course, with the aid of the sweeper keeping it all away from the air defenses, it'll just be a little bit too little, not quite enough oomph to get the base destroyed. 63% 2-star at the moment, and this one is just about done. Those balloons will go down pretty quickly. Just a little bit of cleanup on the left, trying to get a little bit of extra percentage done, and that will be the end of this raid. 2 stars, 69%, and taken up to 70%. So, okay. Queen will go down. Only level 19 Queen, and like I pointed out before, the hero difference. So you look at this, 26 has a level 19 Queen, and the Defender has a level 30 Queen. So there's a little bit of a mismatch in the defense troops in the hero levels. And we'll just pop over and we'll have a look what Mikio is doing on William. Town Hall 10. Okay, there were no stars on the board yet when it began, when we popped over before, so we'll see how this is going here. 45% destruction, and it's not looking like there's going to get a star on the board at all on this one either. So that is Mikio, 45% destruction. We'll have a look at both of the attacks again, because we've missed them out a little bit. We missed out a little bit of them. So we'll come back to William on 6, and we've got number 1 going in on number 2 on the other side. So number 1 from the Sjonnies is coming in onto the number 2. Again, we've got Bo Witch coming in straight over through the Inferno Expo area. Inferno Expo area is what we're going to be doing. And then straight into the Town Hall. Got the other jump spells down already. The jump spells last quite a while. Get the heroes in, Queen, Wizards, Bowlers, Witches, all coming in, and they'll just be going straight for the Town Hall, straight for the Eagle. Should wrap up the 2 stars, pretty easily, figuratively speaking, of course. What's easy for a Town Hall 11 might not be so easy for a Town Hall 9 to do on a Town Hall 11, so that's why I said it's relatively speaking. So he's got the 2 stars, 52%, 2 stars on the board. Freeze that last Inferno. If that Queen can get over there instead of shooting that, okay. So the Inferno's up, and it's not looking like the Queen probably won't get all that stuff down, but get a little bit extra percentage. Inferno goes down. Expos and the Archer Towers will take out the Queen. Ability used, and slowly, 61% now is what we've got. the wizard and archer will take out the witch on the right hand side, and that is it. 61% 2-star attacks. And this is why, if you can have a Town Hall of 10, possibly do it, possibly get something similar, it gives you a little bit room up your sleeve. Okay, so we've got 7 attacks done, so the war is heating up at the moment. All right, so what we missed was the start of the attack on William. So we know that it ended up in 0 stars, so we'll just have a look at that. We'll go back, we'll have a look at this attack. So minions coming down as usual to start the freebie grab, start a bit of free stuff, get the queen on the right hand side. She can take out that archer tower, and possibly she might be going down. I'm not sure why the sacrificial queen, no healers. I'm not really sure if that was accidental or on purpose, or just part and parcel of trying to get out more trash so things wouldn't be distracted. Anyway, got the clan castle down, but now there's no real effective way to kill the clan castle because all the wizards and everything have been taken care of, unless you're going to somehow distract them and then kill them with minions, but that's not going to happen. So obviously I think something's gone wrong here, but having said that, it is number 25 jumping up to hit number 6. So if anything, with the king's deployment on the left and the queen's deployment on the right, the balloon attack coming in, there's a very good chance that both of those elements will come into play for whoever will be attacking William later on. There'll be something to do with the right hand side, something to do with the left hand side, and of course most probably an air attack going to be coming in, which is why they used that as a somewhat of a scout attack. So now we did see the attack from 26. We missed a little bit of the start of this attack. So we'll just jump in, watch the start. Okay, golems coming down on the middle, on the right hand side. No, that's not the middle. A lot of trash on that side. Nice little gaps there, just to make you think there could be a few little Tesla farms over in that pocket, over in that corner. Okay, we'll just run through this at speed a little bit because we know it timed out and it wasn't the 3-star that came out. Okay, so bowlers coming in, had a little bit of a wall breaker fail, and so that's it. Needed to use a jump spell, probably where the jump spell wasn't wanted to be used. And so that means everything just paths just that little bit differently. Expos don't go down. Obviously, that would have made sense to path over to put the jump spell down where the expos were. But if you have jump spell failure, a wall breaker failure, then you're kind of a bit stuck. And a lot of the stuff that you expected to go down, such as the sweepers in the middle, are now up. And now you're trying to salvage a very bad, what's turned into something very bad. So that's what happened there with that attack and why it went south. Okay, so alrighty, good. No one else has gone in. No one else has gone in. No little sneaky. I have to scroll up and down because sometimes these little icons don't pop up to let you know that someone is attacking. So we've had the scout attack on William, and just scrolling down. All right, so it doesn't look like there's anybody doing any surprise attacks at the moment. Okay, so going back to my training base. So if we wait on my training base, then I can see the swords. So I can get to the swords quick. Okay, so like I was saying, this way you'd be queen walking, say down this side. Then you could send the king and bowlers down this side. And once they got down here somewhere, if you put a jump spell right between these two walls, then you'd send Valkyries coming in from the bottom, and they'd have nowhere else to go. They'd path straight in, have a couple spells for them in here, a rage spell, a heal spell, whatever, and they'll take out, the Valkyries will take out the core while your walking queen is walking around the outside, and your king and bowlers and golem, say, would walk around this side with some wizards to follow. And that's why we bring this, I made this base as a training base, so that every time, all ring bases essentially follow the same pattern. They're not identical, but they've all got little nuances. Maybe someone's got a little wall pocket, say where this lab is, there might be a little wall there just to stuff up your wall breakers or something like that. It just means it paths a little bit differently, but essentially the attacking thing is all the same. And that's why I made that base as a training base. And I'll go back to my village. Now, when I have my village, why I have my dark elixir out here, I don't need it. I don't need dark elixir. I'm fine. I've got plenty of dark elixir. And plus, I try to encourage people to just drop a little archer or something on that dark elixir and then just go away. Drop the archer, take my dark elixir and leave. And the number of people, so that's free dark elixir. You can see the free dark elixir on that side. And look, these people aren't even taking the dark elixir from me. It's free dark elixir. And look, this person's got a level 3 queen. I'm pretty sure they need dark elixir, but they're not taking any. This guy's got level 4 barbs. So I'm pretty sure he needs dark elixir too. Okay, so again, number 25 coming in on 13 this time. So again, 18 hogs. So there's a good chance that this attack, whoever is planning to attack 13, is going to come in with a queen walk hog attack of some description. So king's gone down, clear out a bit of trash, and that's why he's got the queen walk. See, number 25 can queen walk the base a little bit, possibly get 2 stars, but obviously it's designed as an attack and a scout at the same time. That's what I would take out of it anyway. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what's going on. Old mate number 25, maybe he's just trying to be tricky and wants to just hit random bases as practice or something like that. You don't know, but I just assume that there's scout attacks for what is going to come later on. That was the clan castle radius, just to show you there. So 18 hogs, 12 wall breakers. That's a massive amount of wall breakers to be bringing in. Obviously trying or wanting to get the queen to go in, another rage spell and a heal spell. So another 5 wall breakers still to come. Now, if the queen can get in, possibly then wants to crack the wall. No, I don't know. Obviously, I don't think that's the plan for the wall breakers to go up there. I think the plan was for the wall breakers to get in a little. These wall breakers are out of control. Have a look at them. Oh, they're just going random. I've heard that there's a little bit of random AI in wall breakers, but that's just ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Those wall breakers were just out. They just said we're going wherever we want. There didn't seem to be any pattern in the wall breakers at all. So queen's gone down now. Obviously, this base, no real hope of 3-star in the base, and the heal spell's not really going to do anything because of the infernos there. So more hogs coming in, clan castle hogs coming in. But if you can get through all that stuff and then possibly get through to the inferno tower and maybe trigger it to see if there's a big bomb there. And well, didn't really happen. So the big bombs are still a little bit of a mystery. Triggered 2 Teslas, only from the things that got close to the core. So the other 2 Teslas are still a mystery as well, and they could be in lots of places. I'd be possibly dropping a giant over here where the gold mine and the pump are. If that giant can survive long enough to get to the wall, it might tell you if there's an outside big bomb or if there's a Tesla between the cannon and the archer. But in this case, no, it wasn't dropped. Okay, so, and we've got someone going in on number 26, because straight into it. So all the action is really starting to heat up now. Okay, so another hog attack, 2 jumps and 2 heal spells on this base. Quite a wide spread on the wizards on the bottom corner there, and then also the golem going in at the top near the Teslas up there at the top. I'm not sure if that would have to have a look to see if that was one of these. The Tesla drew the golem over and then it just all started to go a little bit different from that. We'll have a look at replay again. But this base 26 is one of those bases that I was talking about where you have these air defenses all on the side here, on the one side. And that means if you can do a queen walk right along that side, it doesn't mean it will work, but that's where the queen walk dragon attack idea is coming from. The queen walk just walks along that side, taking out those air defenses, and then the dragons take out the rest of the base. However, he's got 2 heal spells left on for his hogs, and he really needs them at the moment. Okay, a little bit slow on that heal spell there. 1 more heal spell left after this. I'd probably be dropping it right on this wall piece if the hogs can live long enough. And they're dwindling out at the moment. Didn't kill the enemy queen, so or the enemy king. They were going to end near the enemy king and the Teslas, even if those heal spells live. So the hogs definitely weren't going to be able to survive all of that. Unfortunately, didn't get the enemy queen down. So that attack, a hog attack where everything's dead and the enemy queen is still up, is really, really struggling to take on the base. So just make sure there are no other little icons around. Okay, so there are no other little icons around. 8 attacks from Power CoC. Was that the attack we just watched? That was. We'll just have a quick look to see what happened to the golem on that one, because that top golem was a little bit strange. Why it went there. Okay, so you've got the minion going down up there, wizards up there, wizards on the left. That's a lot of wizards. Okay, so you've got 5 wizards left. That's a lot of wizards. Okay, so that's a pretty wide funnel to get these wizards way over here on the right hand side. It's a lot of wizards that have been brought in. Probably we'll fast forward it a bit to yeah, you know, if the funnel had just been reduced in size in terms of trying to like create a funnel that went almost around the corner of the base. Like it was obviously needed, because if you're dropping the king that far out, you don't need to go that far out with you think, look, the enemy queen just didn't quite get the enemy queen down, just not enough oomph to get the enemy queen down, and coming in with the hogs, just not enough heal spells or anything left to take out the rest of the base with a number of hogs left, a number of heal spells. Unfortunately, the enemy queen didn't go down. So again, but you're look at the attacker. A level 11 king and a level 13 queen. So it was always going to be a big ask. And that's what I was saying at the start of the war, that their bottom people on Power CoC have much higher heroes. So have a look at the attack from their number 27, level 30 queen on level 28 king, coming on to the town hall onto the top base of the Sjonnies. So obviously Valkyries coming in. Probably be some bowlers in the core. Do a queen walk down one side, Valkyries or bowlers down the other, possibly, and then dive all into the core. I don't know. You'd normally if you're going to be going for the town hall, you'd be trying to do something up at least near the town hall. So hey, but 2 bowlers, 2 golems, bowlers, and Valkyries all to dive into the town hall in a separate attack, but get the queen walk down at this side of the base for the extra percentage. That's definitely another way to look at it, as far as the Town Hall 9 getting 2 stars on a Town Hall 11. So that's generally what you'd be doing, trying to queen walk a part of the base that you can queen walk, take out percentage, 15% at the moment. So rage spells, got a jump and a rage spell left. So no wall breakers or anything. So I'm guessing possibly rage Valkyries or whatever to try and rage through to the town hall to at least get an extra star from the town hall. 20% destruction. Queen's going to go down very shortly. No more healers. Queen will do what she can. Probably get up to 24%. Okay, not going to take out the enemy queen. Maybe might just get the enemy queen. Got the defending queen. Yeah, defending queen's down up to 24% destruction. And now we're just waiting for the golem part of the attack. Okay, wizard coming in. Hey, drop a wizard, get a little bit of free stuff. That's the logic. So here come the golems now at this part of the base. Golems, extra wizards, got the king still to drop the poison on the king, and then the jump spell down. Nice jump spell. Bowlers should be able to come in, unless he's got Valkyries in the clan castle. I'm assuming bowlers. So drop that Valkyrie down to help clear up that process a bit. Bowlers coming in. Bowlers may go astray if that stuff doesn't go down quick enough. And, well, they might go astray, yeah. No reason to jump in now because of their double splash damage taken out. But, of course, if they can path around well, no, it's all too much. Valkyries didn't go in either. So Valkyries and bowlers all went away from the middle and not into the middle. So, but it was a good effort to try. It was a good thought out plan to try and get the 2 stars. Queen walk one side and then bowlers and Valkyries diving for the town hall that's near the edge. And at least it reveals a little bit of extra information for a Town Hall 11 to attack later on. And now we've got another town hall, another attack going on in the bottom, and then we'll catch the other one on the other side as well to see what happens there. So we will go back to that one. This one's about this one should be a 3-star. Let's face it, it should be a 3-star. Number 19, level 30 heroes. Level 30 heroes attacking a base that has a level 10, a level 11 king. I think we set in a level 14 queen, and doesn't even have maxed expos or maxed wizard towers. So it kind of should be a 3-star really. And any time this sort of attack should be a 3-star. So I don't think we're going to see anything different here. Just an unusual base design to try and throw off the thinking a little bit. Expo Island at the bottom is not going to be an issue. You want that protected. That would have to be protected, other than, I'd be assuming, no bombs or anything to protect the expo down there. So just a good lot of balloons. I was going to take out that expo. Now loads of balloons left. The biggest danger in this one is running out of time, with possible running out of time that non-life lava pups are there. So these balloons will start slowly coming over. 30 seconds left. The minions, they can do a good bit of damage, so they might just get it. They might just get it as those minions all start to group together. The time will maybe get it in the last 10 seconds or something like that. Okay, there's nothing left at the top, just at the bottom. Pups have come over, and that balloon will take out the storage. The minions will all go over, and so yeah, about the last 10 seconds. There we go. So that was a 3-star, to be expected. Of course, it had to be expected. And all right, so 20 to 11 at the moment, and we'll pop up and we'll have a look at the, oh, how's that? That would wreck you, wouldn't it? 99%. We'll see what happened there. 99%. Oh my goodness. Oh, 99%, but only 2.5 minutes. So didn't run out of time, ran out of troops by the look of it. Okay, hog attack coming in, 1 jump, 1 rage. So there's going to be boulders coming in, all those wall breakers in at the same time. Good thing there wasn't an outside bomb there to sort of wreck that. Now there's a good chance without this trash going down, the bowlers might go pathing. The bowlers might, no, okay, they went in. Okay, I thought that town hall might have been a little bit of a, but he's dropped the clan castle bowlers in the right spot. So jump spell over the queen's pad, get into the core, take out the expo, take out the gold storage, take out the wizard and cannon on that side, and that should just leave a nice little U shape for the hogs to run around. I'd be afraid of a double bomb, a hog killer bomb, right where this air defense is in the middle. That would be my biggest threat, biggest concern, considering that there's been no big bombs go off at the moment. So, oh, okay, Queen took out that, so that saved those hogs from pathing over there at that moment. 1 more heal spell left. So there's a Tesla farm. There's going to be a whole bunch of spring traps over near the Tesla farm, I assume, and there'll be a double bomb over near this wizard archer combination, and that better get the heal spell down there. And yeah, got the heal spell down. I don't think he lost it. Yeah, he just lost a couple of hogs, and I've got a sneaky feeling he's probably going to be losing some hogs to spring traps over near the Tesla farm, because he's got a good lot of hogs at the moment. So, and they should be able to get through those. There we go. And there should be 1 more lot of spring. Oh, big bomb, boom. And the hogs, well, the hogs lived. Okay, just not enough time. Oh, builder's hut in the corner. Oh no, the builder's hut in the corner. What are you doing? Oh, beware that builder's hut in the corner. Got to have that archer down there. Got to have that extra archer always up your sleeve. And you know what the big thing about that builder's hut in the bottom? My wall bases. Shh, don't tell anyone I'm saying this. My wall bases have a builder's hut at the bottom, and they have that there because it's underneath the troop selector. So the builder's hut is underneath the troop selector, and there, the hogs will take out the king. If the king wasn't there, they would have been able to get it. So 18 seconds left to go. The wizard, oh, if the wizard had pathed down, now everyone's concentrating on the king. Oh no, that'd wreck you. If the wizard, and now the archer's going down. Oh no, now the archer's backtracking too. Oh no, no. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh no. Oh man, you'd be pretty upset. That is really that is such an upsetting attack. Okay, so the number 5 coming in. What? Okay, yeah, number 5 is a Town Hall 10. Sorry, I had to just stop and think for a second. I thought, whoa, that's a drop down. But it's not a drop down. So number 5 coming in on. We'll catch this one again when it's finished to see how all of this started to get to this situation. Level 40 heroes, neither abilities being left. Looking at the troops, golems, which is in bowlers. So it looks like it was a bow witch attack that came in. Hey, that's pretty standard for Town Hall 10, I'm guessing. I'm not a Town Hall 10, but I see a lot of bow witch attacks at Town Hall 10, and it's obviously not a max Town Hall 10 because you can see this Archer Tower is not a max Town Hall 10. Queen ability left, 1 Archer Tower, 1 cannon left to go. That Archer Tower on the right hand side should go down, unless it can overcome that witch. The witch skellies, yeah, the witch has gone down. So now it's just going to be a matter of time. The King's ability left, the Queen's ability left. They should be able to take out this Archer Tower on the left-hand side. Okay, activate the King's ability, get more barbs onto the field of battle to give something extra for the Archer Tower up there to shoot at. 1 minute left, should be plenty of time to get the both of those things down, which is both of the Archer Towers down, get the Town Hall down, the air defense, Archer Tower, and then path over to the other Archer Tower, which is shooting a golem at the moment. So that Archer Tower will go down lickety split, no problemo. And then the Queen will walk around, and well, she might not even have to walk around. She should be able to reach over the wall and take out that gold storage. 35 seconds left, nothing else left to take out. So Town Hall 10 3-star by their number 5. Well, I don't know what number that was. That's a very strange looking name there. Look like 1 and a 5 in the name at the same time. But anyway, we're over here. Benny's attacking onto their number 25. So it's all coming thick and fast at the moment. And we've just missed the start of this as well by looking at the start of the other one. So everyone's being tricky, not waiting for me to just wait for me to get out, then do your attack. That's the ideal. Okay, so those balloons coming in like that, a little bit unassisted from Lava Hound, so it's a little bit strange. Okay, yeah, take out that mortar for free if you can. Okay, so now that will make the pathing a little bit quicker for any Lava Hounds, but it also has burned up a couple of balloons at the same time. If the Queen can get through, it's an air attack and there are no air defenses that have gone down. I was too busy looking at the balloon that had come up. So the Queen's shooting walls at the moment. As soon as she cracks through that wall, Expo's going to be right on her. So yeah, it's a big ask, 13 balloons to take out 4 air defenses. So the Queen's still shooting walls. So I don't know what the hell she's doing. She's shooting walls. Well, I know what she's doing. It's her favorite target. The Queen AI says walls are a higher priority target than something behind a wall, which you can reach, maybe if you just took a little step to the left. So we've all seen that anyway. Unfortunately, we missed the start of this, so we'll just back out just in case anybody else has decided to go in sneaky. And waiting. No one else is going in sneaky. All right. And no one else on the bottom either. Oh, here we are, over on the right-hand side, left-hand side. Okay, so another Town Hall 10 on Town Hall 10 attack going in. And we've got 2 attacks to catch up on now. Okay, good. Thank you. Give me the... Okay, Bowler Witch. So nothing unusual here. Bowler Witch coming in. Getting a little bit of a lag going on here. Okay. So I've got jump spell over the Inferno. Now I'm not a Town Hall 10 attacker, I'm not a Bowler Witch attacker, but I do believe the logic is if you can use 2 jump spells to jump over from one Inferno to the other like this, then you can send in your raged Bowler Witches in through the guts and it becomes a very good chance, a very high chance of a 3-star attack. So as I look at this base from a Town Hall 9 perspective and just knowing that little bit of trivial sort of information about the Bow Witch attack, this base kind of says that's exactly what you can do. And it's looking like the base is probably going to fall. Look, it's all really going to depend on how much tanking. Look, this golem down here near this archer is going to tank forever down there. So they'll be able to tank that out. The queen will take it. Will she? Oh, she's taking the jump spell. So we basically do have to say this will be game over for this base. So that will be a 3-star attack from that I quick. So it wasn't a number 1, it was the letter I. I quick number 5. So they're number 5, 3-star attack. Town Hall 10, 3-star attack from the number 5. Okay, we've got someone else going in. Thank you. Number 30 on number 19. Okay, so this war is heating up now very nicely. So Queen walk, 11 hogs. Oh, minion's gone down to Tesla. Get ready with the balloon. So these are the sort of things, always have these sorts of things up your sleeve. If a minion's there, something pops where you maybe don't want something to pop, drop a balloon on it. Of course, it seemed a bit strange to have 1 minion and 1 balloon, unless there was a good read on the base that there was possibly going to be a Tesla there. I know that's the sort of thing that does happen. You look at some bases and you go, you know what? I think there's going to be a Tesla right there, because it just experience says there's going to be a Tesla there. I've seen the base elsewhere and there's always a Tesla in that spot. All that sort of thing does happen. It happens a lot. When you look at some bases, you go, you know, that looks like there could be a Tesla there, but I don't think so. And I think it'll be around the corner instead. So just drop a little troop down there just to see if there's going to be something there. And if there is, make sure you bring something accordingly to take that thing out, in this case a balloon, as opposed to having an extra hog. The hog would be taken out by the cannon or something down there, so the balloon was be just out of range of the air defense, as you could see, so that was a good choice for the balloon. So bowlers coming in, queen walk down one side, come in with the golem bowler push into the core, take out the rest of the base, and now just waiting for the weapons to be distracted and then to dribble in the hogs as needed. Wizard's already pathing around the outside. Hogs should come in on the right hand side cannon, unless the double splash takes that cannon out. If not, hogs will come in on the left hand side mortar as the heroes and everything's pathing over to the right hand side. So maybe he's trying to swag all of his hogs even. Well, that's been done before. Not swagging all your hogs, but swagging a good number of hogs, unless he's been disconnected. But I don't think he's been disconnected. So 1 poison left, a giant, a wizard left, because he just deployed a wizard before. So there we go. First hogs that come in. So look at that. What an awesome attack. Most of that was done by the kill squad and the heroes pushing in level 30 queen, level 26 king, and not even using all the hogs. Now, of course, on a normal attack, you'd use up your entire army, but in a friendly attack, you don't. These sorts of wars where it's using the friendly war thing, your troops remain. So here we go, swag hogs coming at the bottom like the cavalry. And that's what you do. You put them right on the other side of the base to say, look, I wrecked you and I didn't use all of my hogs. So actually that was a pretty good attack, that one. Good, very well done from 007. Well, what do you expect? 007, of course, should do a good attack. So I think we did miss a couple. We missed the start of a couple of the attacks before. So we'll have a just quick look at the war event page to see what we missed out on. Okay, so I think we missed out on, the start of iQuick's attack on number 13. We did see the end of it, but we missed out the start because we wasn't really sure if it was a town hall, if it had infernos or what it might have had. And okay, so it was a bow witch attack again. And again, like I was saying before, I'm not a town hall 10 attacker, but from what I've heard of the bow witch is if you can jump one inferno to the other, then bow witch is really a good strategy to use. And you can see here, boulders and witches are pathing down both the outsides while the main push is coming in, and that jump spell enables you to get access to the second inferno tower, if by nothing else, at least the queen, to get down there. We'll just speed this up a little bit. We know it was a 3-star. And bowlers, there we go, which is on the right hand side. They'll eventually, we already know what happens to this, that the heroes didn't use the special ability, broke through, got the other expo, and eventually came through the wall, while that cannon up there, after it kills the witch, starts locking onto that golem that's near the wall, and the heroes come around, path around, and take out the rest of the base. So that's what we caught on the tail end when we tuned in. Okay, so we'll move on from there, just in case anyone else is going in. No one else is going in. So currently, Power CoC have done 13 attacks for 29 stars, and the Sjonnies are on 7 attacks for 13 stars. Of course, the more 3-star attacks that happen from Power CoC, the bigger the pressure is on them not to be the first one to not get a 3-star attack. And of course, the other one was the attack by their number 19, dropping 11 places to hit the bottom base. Okay, so we know it was a 3-star attack. We're just waiting to see how it all transpired. So getting some minions and archers and things around the place, start to clean up a little bit of the trash, get that process going. It's all out of range of anything, so start that up now, get the queen walk part going, and the queen coming in, all those air defenses in a nice little line right across the base, and a bit of a wizard sort of cluster around this air defense here. Okay, so minions coming in, take out a free mortar, nothing else mortar, it's free, take it out. The other things are at the bottom, they're still free, out of range of everything. So drop those down early to get that started so that you don't run out of time with the cleanup later on. Okay, so queen going in, archer tower will go down, and then the expo, and then path around to our right, her left. Hopefully take out the other enemy queen, and slowly we'll just speed this up because we already know what happened. It became a 3-star attack. Witch baby dragon thing in the clan castle, no match, drop the rage spell, keep the attacking queen alive, take out another air defense, and yeah, just leave that lava hound to come in. King on king at the top, sacrificial king gets into that, distracts archers and things like that, so that enables your loons to come in a little bit unhindered. And then enemy queen is still going, she just went down. 2 black bombs chasing that other lava hound, but all too much power for the base. The lava hound didn't pop, and so the attack took a little bit longer than it would have with extra pups on the field of battle. Okay, so all right, yes, thank you very much. Thank you. I hope I was correct. I was right with that attack being the TDH from War Wales. So many attacks that come out of the CWL or very good attacking clans to keep track of what they all called. So thank you for clarifying. Okay, so just waiting on the next attack to go in. Okay, now I am curious about something. Now, someone was asked, can you have a look at my builder base? That's this new feature, right, where the boat goes. As long as I don't lose the clashing swords, we can pop over there. If I lose the clashing sword, okay, so I've lost the clashing sword, so I'm going to go back. As you can see, I'm sitting here. I essentially do my 3 attacks for the day, or sometimes 4 if I don't get the win straight away. And that's it. I'm done. Then I wait 25. The loot loads up. I start my either lab research upgrade or upgrading something in the lab or something on the field. So I think I'm at builder thing 3 anyway. Essentially, I'm really only interested in that, in the builder base, so that I can get my gear up on the cannon, which will be 1.5 million. And you can see I've got loads of gold and elixir, so I don't have a problem with having loot to go in to attack anything. And I don't have a problem with gems to finish off. So got an earthquake. Was that an earthquake spell that just went down there? Didn't miss the start of that. Something's dropped down on that, done a little bit of damage down there already. Okay, so get some freebie stuff going. Drop the archers, get some freebie stuff. This is course number 12 on number 3. So this is a Town Hall 10 hitting Town Hall 11. Again, if you can get 2 stars, then it takes a little bit of pressure off your Town Hall 11s, can take on a little bit of a slightly riskier attack with what you're doing. And you've already got 2 stars under the belt. So the Town Hall 11 can go, well, 2 stars is secured. We can go for something a little bit riskier, more high risk 3-star attack. Or the Town Hall 10 attack hitting up is more to act as a scout type of attack to see what is what. Are there Teslas here? Are there bombs here? I'm thinking of doing this sort of thing as a Town Hall 11. Can you do this? Can you drop a heap of boulders around there, such as that? Yes, we found a big bomb, so that's fantastic. What's in the clan castle? Is there a way to trigger it? Can you drop a wall breakers here? Can you do this? Can you do that? So quite often those attacks have just been used as scout attacks, but also possibly legitimate efforts to try and get a good 2 stars on the board, so that you can just have that 2 stars under the belt, such as this. Clean out the trash on either side. That leaves nowhere else to go but for everything to go in the middle. Baby Dragon on the left hand side, taking out a little bit of extra stuff while it's all shooting into the middle of the base. So that Baby Dragon will take out a little bit of percentage. 2 stars on the board from a Town Hall 10 on a Town Hall 11. 54% currently at the moment. So that frees up a Town Hall 11 to try something maybe a little bit riskier. Or lets the Town Hall 11 know a lot of stuff that they can use in their attack. At least where the all of the Teslas and whatnot are, so they can now sit there and nut out what they're going to attack with. Okay, so 31 now, 14 attacks used out of 60, 31 versus 13. That's a mirror of that number, 13 to 31, a mirror. And coincidentally, Power CoC have used twice as many. 14 is double 7. Wow. Isn't that interesting? That worked out very, very well. Yeah, in terms of this builder base thingy, I had some ideas. Back in November, I put a video out that covered a few things. And one of the things, 2 of the things I mentioned was to keep people interested in the game. If people didn't have an interest, a good enough interest in while I'm just rambling on, we can watch. We'll watch some of the. I'm scrolling down to find an attack to replay a 3-star attack. Okay, so we'll go down and we'll watch the attack on William again. We'll watch the TDH attack. So what I'd said was, to keep people interested in a game, it's like all games, such as this game, Spacies, they have a lifespan for a person. So every person has a different, and it's different. For some people, it might be a couple of minutes, like me with Flappy Bird. Download Flappy Bird, a couple of minutes. This game is so not good, and that was it, straight away uninstalled. Whereas for others, it's years. So I imagine, well, I've been playing Clash of Clans for a few years. So just for example, so what is it that makes one game last long for people and another game last not so long? Basically, if you're still interested in the game, you're going to keep playing the game. So it's a matter of what is keeping a person interested in a game versus not interested in the game. There's a whole range of factors that come into it, but one of the things designed to keep a person coming back, obviously different games employ different things. So you might have like Subway Surfer game, which is basically an endless running game. They have 3 challenges to complete. And you've always got these 3 challenges to complete. And there's some other games that do the same thing. So I thought, you know what if Clash of Clans had 3 challenges to complete? So, and as you complete each one, and it might just be destroy 4 builders' huts in one raid. That's one challenge. And then the next one might be destroy 4 barracks in one raid. And so you've got these challenges and you know what they are in advance. So they're not quite what we have now, but this is, I'm saying what I was thinking of back then. And then as you complete each one, another challenge replaces it. So there's always 3 to do. And possibly as you complete each challenge, they might be worth something like a star or something, and you might rank up or something. And I don't know, you might have to get 50 stars to get a little badge to say rookie. So, but as long as there were 3 different sort of entertaining challenges and things. And then of course another option was that Supercell would release a base of the day and everyone would have to attack that base, just as a different base. So it's something that Supercell would release. And of course the bases could come from people volunteering their bases. Hey, use my base. So that way no one at headquarters would have to come up with a base. And then another option was to have a thing that unlocks in the game. So it's like an achievement, like all the achievements, like unlock the beasts in the achievement list. So once you upgrade your barracks to unlock the dragon, that's an achievement done. Well, what if the achievement was max out your base fully, all walls, all heroes, all everything, and that was an achievement. And then when that happened, it unlocked a special feature of the game, and that special feature was a player versus player feature. Now, much like village raiding, where you press the button, you go find a village to raid, except all the villages, you don't raid them, you're just attacking them. So it's not an actual raiding thing, except all the villages are maxed, because it's only unlocked to people who have maxed out their village. So there's no need for matchmaking because it's all done. You know that, for instance, Town Hall 9s, once you max Town Hall 9, it unlocks the feature. The only other people you'll encounter will be other max Town Hall 9s. And if you haven't maxed out your base, you won't get that feature. So, and the moment you go to Town Hall 10, you've lost the Town Hall 9 feature, and Town Hall 10, the Town Hall 10 won't unlock until you've maxed out Town Hall 10. So that was my thinking back in November last year. What if we had that in this game? So that once you maxed your base, you unlocked this thing, and then you could have a leaderboard and so on and so forth. And you'd be attacking actually other Clash of Clans villages. So yeah, I thought of that back in November and I put that in a video. But it seems that Supercell were already working on that, which is the update that we have. So yeah, personally, I would rather have had that instead of the thing that we've got. Now, of course, I'm not doing anything with my base. I'm just warring with my base at the moment. So I don't, I'm not upgrading anything. If they come up with a new troop or a new weapon or something like that, I'll certainly be upgrading. But at the moment, I am not doing that. So yeah. So I just sit there waiting for the next little bits and pieces. So I just war. And if I'm a little bit busy outside of this, then I just opt out. So I'll opt out my Town Hall 9 account and I'll just participate. I'll pop in when I can. I just donate troops. I usually just make up a whole heap of troops. I'll make up like 7 balloons and 7 giants and some baby dragons and Valkyries. I just basically sit there, pop in. People need troops, they need Lava Hound or something like that. So I basically do that. So I'm still donating in the clan, so I still in the clan obviously, and just do my war attacks. So, but even when I'm too busy to be in war, I'll still train up those troops, and every time I pop in, I'll see if somebody needs something, because you can always pop in for a couple of minutes here and there to see if somebody needs some troops. So that's generally what I'm doing. So air attack coming in on Mikio at the moment from number 26 again, not level 19 Queen, level 15 King. So it's a little bit of a tiny uphill battle, let's just say, in comparison to the defending heroes. And of course, with the new balloon nerf, I'll just call it a balloon nerf. I think that's really what we've got to call it. No more spells left, so you can't haste those balloons over through the wizard and onto the air defense. At the moment, the balloons are being protected because the air defense is shooting the lava hounds, but pretty shortly they won't be. And if they cluster up too much, they're getting wiped out. That wizard did so much damage on them before, so this wizard might be the end of them. If they can all, those red bombs will kill them. The red bombs strike again. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, so yeah, so that's pretty well what I do. Now, in terms of, so that's unfortunately not a 3-star attack. So no one else has gone in? No. So I personally would have preferred to have the new feature in the main game. That's just personal preference, but I understand that some people do like it as it is. And again, that's their thing, that keeps them interested. And in so doing, they possibly neglect their main thing. But my thing on the new thing is really mainly just I'm doing it so that I can have the upgrades of my main village. So that particular part of it isn't really a thing for me. I understand that probably it might be more suited to esport, which is where Supercell really wants to take the game ultimately. And ultimately, it's also a very lucrative and a very big market to get into, to have competitions and that fill stadiums and so on and so forth. So a pretty good funnel to get those bowlers in. That was actually really awesome funnel. Hogs coming in to take on a little bit of the sniping weapons at the moment. Probably I would have dropped some hogs on that archer tower up there. But hey, if you know that you're limited on hogs, 8 hogs left, no spells left, so you kind of have to be a little bit careful with them. So hogs coming in on the wizard, hogs coming in on that Tesla, no spells left. The queen, yeah, she's going to do a little bit of work. I'm not really sure if those hogs will be able to withstand, but hey, the deployment of the hogs might work. The skelly traps might ruin that idea. So queen's gone down, king's alive, skellies are onto those remaining hogs. Spring traps are in the area, so those hogs will all go down. Skellies will take out that wizard on the left, and there we go. So now those wizard on the left will just take out. So that is the first non-3-star, I believe it's the first non-3-star from Power CoC. And yeah, now in terms of this being an NDL war, NDL standing for No Dip League, meaning you don't dip down. So if you're a Town Hall 11, such as these 4 up here, they can only hit the other 4 Town Hall 11s. The Town Hall 10s can hit Town Hall 10s and up, and the Town Hall 9s can hit Town Hall 9s and up. But if the Town Hall 9s don't clear themselves, then a Town Hall 10 cannot drop down and clear them up. And we've seen in a couple of the other streams that I've done where the Town Hall 9s have not cleaned themselves. They haven't cleaned they haven't wiped each other out fully. They haven't 3-starred fully on one side. So the clans had to make up for that by 3-starring Town Hall 10s, more 3-stars on Town Hall 10s that the other clan didn't do. So it makes it for a completely different strategy to the game. Just having a look a little bit at the war events. So you can see 75% from that one, 76% attack on the other one. That was a Town Hall 10 on Town Hall 11 2-star effort, 56%. Now the TWH, that was, who did that? I can't remember who did that. We'll have a look at this attack. We know it was on William, but I can't remember which player did that. So I just want to have a look at this attack again because it was only 11 hogs, so it was a really good use of a good deployment of the hogs. That's what I remember. Okay, so getting the minion down, so that made sense. Get the minion down. There was a lot of free stuff in this sort of area, but the way that was all tucked in like that, like you can see in the area just near the gold, it kind of says to you, hey, there's possibly something here, because I'm trying to defend you from another area by having all this outside stuff, and I could easily have put another one there near the gold storage just to keep everything far away, but I haven't done that. So there's probably something there. That's how I would look at that when of course you see this outlined area up near that point there. Why is that like that? Why are you giving me such close access to a weapon unless there's something else going on? Okay, so queen walk coming over, take out the enemy queen and slowly path it around. Wizards down, take out that trash and then funnel in. Bowlers will come down with the king, jump in, one more jump to get over to the next expo type of area. Clan castle come out, poison on the clan castle, queen, heroes, everybody's going in. A nice little group of wizards going in there to help as well. Okay, they didn't all go in, so one of them got flicked, but they'll start the cleanup process around the outside. We have already seen this attack, so we're just having a look at something that's already happened. And we'll just speed that up a little bit. So we know that was a good looking attack when it was done. Okay, so, and almost that. Yeah, so with the no dip lead, you can't dip down at all. Now what I've done is in the description of this, I've got a link in the description. So if you read the description of the thing, you'll keep scrolling down, you'll find a link to the Discord server. Here come those swag hogs and the swag poison spell. And what I'll do, just while I'm on it, if no one else has gone in, I'll just quickly grab someone else has gone in. Okay, so we've missed a little bit of that and we'll have to come out and watch that again once that is finished to see what happened. Okay, so we're looking at enemy queens. Looks like she's still up in the middle, unfortunately again. So an air attack that didn't manage to take out the enemy queen, level 30 queen, and the attacker had a level 22. So so while this just runs down, I'll just grab this and I'll put this in the chat. Okay, so the Discord server for NDL is in the chat. So just run that. Okay, so that's in the chat now. So that is the Discord server for the NDL. So if you go there, you'll be greeted, and it's asking you if you're going to be, if you're a visitor, if you're a member of a clan, if you're a free agent, and then you mention what you are and you'll be assigned that role, and that will give you access to different other channels within the server itself, where you can, if you're a free agent, for example, you can sign up as a free agent, and that means that other clans can come and use you if they need you in their roster. Then they can say, hey, I need an extra Town Hall X for whatever. So now also previously there were the NDL makeup was pro, semi-pro and amateur. And amateur didn't mean you weren't any good. It basically meant you didn't have much experience versing other clans in a ranged war environment. But of course, usually this entailed a lot of, you had Town Hall 10s. Like for instance, the breakup for this is 4 Town Hall 11s, 9 Town Hall 10s, and 17 Town Hall 9s. And there are a lot of clans that just don't have Town Hall 11s. Don't worry about having 4 of them. And trying to find Town Hall 11s in the free agent list, as well as possibly making space for them in your clan. You might have 45 people in your clan. You might be a mainly Town Hall 9 and 10 clan. And you've got to have enough Town Hall 11s, not only to be in your clan, but as possibly reserve in case Town Hall 11s can't make it because of real life issues or what, so on and so forth. And if that's the case, then you might run out of space in your clan, and you don't really want to start kicking people out of your clan just to make space for Town Hall 11 to do these wars, because they're members of your clan, right? So another division was created called the Featherweight Division, and that division basically means if you don't have any Town Hall 11s, you can do that, and also normally fewer member wars. So in this case, you're looking at a 30-member war. We're looking at 30, yeah, we're looking at a 30-member war, and not everyone's got 30 members of their clan who's up, who's available, who's opted in. Not everyone's got 30 members who are opted in. And so what the Featherweight Division of the NDL does is that it allows clans that don't have Town Hall 11s and with fewer members, it allows them to come in and still participate in these sorts of wars, because they can do it with their Town Hall 10s and also with their Town Hall 9s. And they can do it with fewer numbers. So instead of having wars of 30, hey, if they agree on it, they can have a war of 15, which might be a normal war that you might sort of experience in your clans. So did we have a look? Yeah, we already saw that one. So we'll drop down, we'll have a look at this attack on the number 16 as well, while we wait for another attack to begin. So 15 attacks from Power CoC and 9 attacks from the Sjonnies. That's what we've got going at the moment. So 22 hours, almost, the war's been just short of 2 hours at the moment. So that's what it's been going, just short of 2 hours. So this is the 4 healed attack coming in. Drop that wizard to take out the Builder's Hut down there. Tesla popped, had to drop the golem to distract the Tesla so the wizard could take it out. And now the rest of the attack can begin. See that? Yeah. Oh, look at that. The wizard's actually outside of that range and the cannon. Yeah, I was just interested to see, because I thought that golem had triggered first, but for some reason the cannon shot the wizard. So I would have called that wizard outside of range of that cannon myself. So anyway, queen's gone down. Now this big gap here, drop the wizard down, help make that gap even bigger so that the queen won't path around to the outside. So she'll go in and take out the enemy CC. So that was a good thinking there from the attacker to make that happen. Get the queen in, take out the enemy CC, then the queen can, I think we remember this, the queen was doing some funny things. Anyway, hog's going in, that's right. The queen was ignoring the enemy queen. So the hog's going in at the moment. Yeah, she's going to take out the sweeper, then the queen's pad, and then shoot the enemy queen. It's like, what the hell are you doing? So that's gone down. Queen's gone down, so that all worked out well. Enemy queen's gone down. Poison spell to take out the skellies. Only use 1 poison spell for the CC kill, and 4 heals for 36 hogs. So that's going to be the end of this base. So yeah, so in terms of having fewer numbers who can war and not having Town Hall 11s, that's what the Featherweight League is for. Now, you still be required to try and get an equal matchup, just like this. The matchup here, like I was saying earlier, the bottom base on the Sjonnie side has like a Town Hall, a level 11 king and a level 14 queen, and the bottom base from Power CoC has a level 30 queen and a level 25, I think it was 25 or 26 king, and of course max weapons versus not quite a fully maxed out base. So that was like a little bit of a difference in the matching. So the matching was always going to be hard from the Sjonnies to try and overcome. So here we go, that last remaining gold stories that didn't affect the outcome of the raid at all. Okay, so hopefully we've got someone else going in at the moment. 9 and 15, we've still got 745 messages. That's how long I haven't checked the messages. I haven't checked since the war started. I've just been looking at a rundown of the attacks. So we've gone through 13. There was an attack on, that was I quit. Was it I quit? I quick. Okay, so seen that. We'll have a look at the attack on Sporting Bay again. It's just as we wait for the other attacks to kick in, so that we've got something else. Now this was that base that had the moat that basically ran right down the middle of the base, so you can see the outline of where you can deploy troops. So that top little section up there, which you just saw, that's the same sort of thing. It was like, you know, there might be a Tesla up there. There might not, but the way that it's not covered over, trying to keep people away from the wall, when it seems to be an easier jump for a thing to get in, meaning you can deploy closer to the wall because you haven't tried to put some trash out there just to hide it a little bit better when you could have. So that's the thing, when you possibly could have, just to make you guess that little bit. It could be a Tesla there, could be a Tesla there. How do I know? Or I don't know, but that's the whole point. That's why you put weapons. Some weapons can be 2 spaces away from the wall. So 11 hogs coming in. It was a very well held off. Those 2 hogs on the right hand side did a tremendous amount of work. Coming over to that wizard tower now, they'll get taken out by the archer and cannon at the top, and bringing in the hogs at the bottom while the archers are distracted. And then I've got 7 hogs to come in on the Tesla farm. So that's interesting to see how the 7 hogs take out the Teslas. Some of them are shooting at the hogs, some of them are shooting at other things. With the cannons up there as well and the spring traps, those hogs actually did a pretty good job. Well, they're all dead now, and but they did enough job to take out the Teslas that were a threat that would have been taking out the Queen. And that's it, just waiting for the wizards, king and queen, to finish off bashing against the walls. Not really sure why this queen's shooting a wall to get to the left. I'm pretty sure the archer tower is closer than anything, but anyway. And that wizard went down, took out that last archer tower just. Otherwise, I think that would not have been a 3-star attack. Okie dokie. So we move on. And we have another attack going in. We've just hit 50%, so we've just missed this attack. And we'll go back and we'll watch it again. We'll have a look what happened. Okay, air attack coming in. And last air defense has gone down. Queen on the bottom right's got the lava hound over the queen. Exposed, both exposed on the queen. So this obviously is not going to be a 3-star attack. The expose and the lava pups take out the queen. And on this tricky little base, forcing everything around the dead space in the middle. Okay, just wait for this to end shortly. We'll pop back in and have another look at how it all transpired from the beginning, as we missed out at the start. And let's go back up here because I forgot which one it is. Okay, so that was Boston George coming in on Levi. So a little bit of this base reminds me a little bit of that Castle Grayskull that we had in the forums versus Reddit war. Just reminds me a little bit of it, not fully, just a little bit. Okay, so coming in from this side here, take out 2 air defenses obviously and try and jump. Okay, so jumping into the 2 jump spells happening. So jump over that first section. Bowlers should go in. Yeah. Okay. Bit of a Tesla pop with a couple of archers and the bomb tower on the left hand side. That's a lot of DPS over there, and it's a lot of DPS over on the top left as well at the 9 o'clock position. It's a little bit of a tricky base for an air attack. Everything has to travel so far from the outside. You can see all the way from the edge of the map to come all the way to the middle of the base is a long way for balloons to travel. It's just a long way for balloons to travel. So a lot can happen in that time, and especially to your lava hounds. They can get taken out by air defenses while you're trying to wait for your balloons to path over. And of course the air skellies are now going to take out the balloons, the attacking balloons as well. Air defenses, expose on the balloons, expose on the lava pups, now expose on the queen, the archers, and the queen's going to aggro onto the attacking or the defending lava hound in the clan castle, and that's it. It's all just too much. It's all just too much. Sometimes you think it's, I don't know, is it better to let my queen die? But in this case, the queen wasn't really going to be able to do too much, even if she took out the pups from the lava hound. It was just not enough left on the board to help the queen take out the rest of the things. Okay, so as we move on, another live attack going. Okay, so we missed this one again while we're watching the replay, but that's okay. All right, so we'll get to see how this one's transpired just when it runs out. Expo up, so there's a good chance it's not going to be a 3-star attack. So we'll just pop out of here in a second and we'll see what happened. Having a look at the troops, we'll see some hogs, golem, a couple wizards, a couple big baby dragons. So you have to assume it was going to be a ground-based attack, level 30 heroes, and so we'll just, Archer's going to clean up a little bit of stuff and just do the countdown of the last 44 seconds or something. So we'll be primed, ready to just jump in and have a look at how that all happened. 33 stars, that's not going to change at the moment. 15 attacks and 33 stars from Power CoC, 10 attacks, and oh, here we go. So we're going to have to come back to 14. We've got 007 coming in on 28 now. Okay, 007 coming in with a TDH as before onto Williams base. As I was saying, you do these friendly wars, then you don't have to retrain the army. So you just need to look for another base that's suitable for the army that you've already got. Ideally, if not, then you've got one pre-trained, or hopefully you can pre-train, but you don't necessarily have to pre-train a full army. You can pre-train a core part of the army, and then the other parts can maybe change over, such as, just for example, 13 balloons or something. And maybe you want to change something over from then, or 13 hogs, or 20 hogs, or something like that, depending on the sort of attack you can do. And then whether or not you want to bring in different troops after that, well, then it's going to be base dependent. So clan castles come out. They didn't look like they were too much trouble. Air portion of the attack's coming in now. 1 air defense gone down. 2 air defenses gone down. Send in a minion now. Okay, Archer's going to take out that minion. So that will have to be taken out by the balloons. The 11 balloons, 2 lava hounds left. So drop a minion on the left, couple minions on the left to start taking out some of the free stuff. Minion up on the top to take out the cannon now. And now that the archer is locked onto the enemy queen, that minion will take out that other archer. Other air defense goes down, 1 air defense left, plus a queen. Enemy queen is still up at the moment. So this is an interesting thing. 2 rage spells left to go, but rage minions, rage lava pups, and to keep the queen alive as well. 1 more rage spell. So enemy queen will go down if the minions and the rage lava pups get on her, and there she goes. Look at how quick she goes. Bam, she's down. She is down. Rage pups and minions, they can take out queens so fast. Okay, attacking queen, she's distracting that archer tower over there, and it's all just too much. All just too much for this base. So that was that was actually another good TDH attack from 007 coming in on this on number 28. Okay, so now that number 28 didn't have full-on troops, full-on king. Here comes the cavalry minions. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting a kick out of that. A little bit of a swag poison, swag troops coming across the base to all meet up in the middle. Tricky buggers. Cheeky buggers. Call them cheeky. Okay, 17 attacks. We'll pop up and have a look at this attack on 14 that failed. Okay, failed to get a 3-star. As the ad used to say, at least it's not a 3-star. That doesn't make me feel better. Still took all my loot. Okay, so baby dragon on the right hand side adds to that funnel process. Come in, hopefully the baby dragon takes out that archer tower as it comes in. Other golem on the left hand side with a whole bunch of wizards to clean that out. There's a lot of wizards down there. Obviously can't put down a baby dragon down there because the air defense is in the way. Jump spell in, that'll take out both of those air defenses. Now it's a similar little base to one of the first ones that we saw getting attacked. Bowlers coming in. It was a good funnel to get the bowlers in. Bowlers came in well. 14 hogs left on this. Now we do know there is a double bomb between this Tesla here and this Expo, so we do know there's a double bomb set there. Don't know if it's a hog killer bomb set though. Okay, so now all these hogs, they'll have nowhere else to go. They will path over to that double bomb and no heal spells left. So that's a little bit detrimental for those hogs. So double bomb, boom, boom. just about all dead, and they're all dead. Yep. So it wasn't a hog killer double bomb, but it didn't matter. No heal spells, and that did so much damage to that. The Expo would take them out anyway, so that was good. It was a good attack. Okay, so just wait for, well, it was a good bomb, not good for the attacker, but it's a good result for the base defending, that there was no heals left. Yeah. Okay, so just running that down. So that's what happened. That's why when we came in, we saw the remnants of that. So expect the next attack to come in. We'll just have a look at where the queen is on that one. Oh, 1 minute left. We'll just pop in, have a scout or have a restart of that, so we can have a look where the queen and that is. We can predict where the next attack will come. Okay, so well, the next attack should come in some way, shape or form to nullify this Expo, because it'll take out the double bomb. That's if it's going to be a ground-based hog attack. Take out that double bomb near that Expo and possibly jump over to the queen, if that's what the deal was before. If that's how it was looked at before, to come in over the king. It took out the king on the way to the queen. Well, why not take out this Expo on the way to the queen, because that was the double bomb threat. Okay, so I'll be interested to see if that's the adjustment that gets made next time the base gets hit. And at the moment, 17 attacks done, 17 to 10. It is expected to be a little bit of an overkill, I am told. So I'll be streaming the start like I am now, and then I'll be coming back later on to have a look at the last few hours of the war as well, to see how they are going and see if it's all over and done with, to see if there's anything left to stream if Power CC's done all their 60 attacks. And but anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Cross that bridge when we come to it. So we'll have a look at what the Sjonnies have done at the moment. They've taken on the number 2, got 2-star attack on that. We'll have Town Hall 11s, I'm expecting 2-star each other, so we can have a little bit of a look at how that attack went down. And you can see bowlers and witches, so it's a bow witch attack. 2 jumps, 2 rage, a freeze, and a poison and a haste. So golems going down on each side of the corner with bowlers and witches behind them. 9 bowlers left, 4 witches left, jump spell, and then there's 1 more jump spell that should take over to go towards the middle of the base, where there we go, it's down. And now everybody rush into the base. Wasn't there a game that kids play at school, and they have to, all the kids on like one side of the oval or something, and they all run to the other side of the oval? That's what this is like, isn't it? Everybody go. We're trying to get to the home base, to the safe base in the middle, to the target in the middle. Or like those things at the beach where they have their little pieces of hose sticking up out of the beach, and the surf lifesavers have to, there's like 4 pieces of hose, but there's 5 people running, so one person's going to miss out. That's what it was like. Everybody go, we're all running. Who gets there first? In this case, you don't want to be the one get there first, because you're going to be destroyed by the weapons and things. Alrighty, so that's going down, and that's how that 2-star happened. So 1 Town Hall 11 2-starred by the Sjonnies on the Power CoC side, and at the moment it'd be a little bit light on the 3 stars for the Town Hall 9s on the Sjonnies. Sjonnies like doing this for some reason. No, it's like we'll just get some low level attacks. Now that doesn't mean anything, of course, so we'll have a look at the people that did the attacking, sort of lower down on the list in terms of the attackers. Obviously the person number Slap Moon was going to, that's number 30 down here, was always going to struggle with the Town Hall with less than 15 heroes attacking max bases and not all fully maxed troops. So it was always going to be a little bit of a struggle. Roger's 99% was, we'll just have a look at that. That would have been, this was probably, I would call this the most heartbreaking attack ever. I can just yeah, I can just picture Roger's tab probably went flying across the room, or phone or whatever, but I'm just assuming the tab probably went flying across the room and just hit the wall or something. That's what I imagined. That's what I was like, you know what? Every time you go to do an attack, you should bring, like, I don't know, a Nerf ball or a ping pong ball or something. Something that you can just throw, a towel, a little hand towel, a sponge, half a sponge. Get a sponge and cut it in half. Just something, a sponge ball, about the size of a golf ball. Just, oh, I don't know, just anything. So that when stuff like this happens, your tab doesn't go flying and hits the wall. The little Nerf thing hits the wall instead. Or you have, like in the movie Mystery Men, there's Mr. Furious. He's really angry and he's got this like little rubber thing and he squeezes it. He gets angry, so he squeezes this thing to take his anger out. Maybe something like that. Because the builder's hut at the bottom, so the hogs will go through, the weapons will kind of all perish. And you look at this king here, this level 30 king just on the left hand side is just going to be the bane of this attack. And while everything goes down, and I'm giving away spoilers, but we saw it happen. We'll just see it happen again. At this point, you're kind of thinking, I'd love to have a couple of minions. I'd love to have a balloon. I'd love to have just something. So the bomb's taken out the bowler. Archers are no match for the king. You got looking at the hogs. There's no poison spell. That bowler on the right hand side, he's hitting the wall. He's going to do nothing. You might break through the wall, maybe eventually. And down at the bottom here, you've got this little lowly builder's hut. You've got some archers at the top. So just keep an eye on what happens to them. So this bowler will come pathing over. The hogs will come pathing over. And you'd be thinking to yourself, maybe, just maybe I've got a chance. If the bowler would, if the archers would, if the wizard would. Oh, no, they won't. Okay. So king comes over. Archers start to walk. Now she's walking down to the builder's hut. She's walking down and she comes back. Oh no. She could have gone down there. She could have kept walking. And just no way. Oh, that is so harsh. Oh, no way. You don't want that. You don't want that happening. That is like the worst. You know, if that was the last thing and the king was in the way and the archer had to get through the king, you go, yeah, that's cool. But she was halfway there and she turned around and came back. And so that one's got to make a highlight reel. Surely that one's got to make a highlight reel. So look at, it's 849 messages since the war has started in the Sjonnies, and I haven't looked at them because I like to let them plan in private while I'm doing things. I'm like early on, if it doesn't matter or something, I'll check in. But since the war started, I've liked to let them plan in private. I think that's a little bit better. So we've been going for about an hour, 2 hours and 20 minutes now. 27 attacks done, 17 from Power CoC. We're going to have a look at the stats currently. 17 attacks done, used, and dropped down from Power CoC. 10 3 stars, 10 attacks used, 10 1 on the Sjonnies, 8 2 stars. Okay, so I don't know how you get 8 2 stars, 1 1 star, and 0 no stars, because that's 9, but they've used 10 attacks, unless it was 2 attacks on the same base, right? That would make sense on that. Okay, so now 17 attacks used, 14 1, 3 lost, 10 3 and 3. So obviously they've had the lower bases try and hit those Town Hall 11s and didn't get stars on them. So that's where those attacks have come from. They're the 2 0-star attacks up here. Okay, so but then you go, hang on. They've had 10 3 stars and 2 2 stars. That's 13, but they've won 14 attacks. Again, do you have a cleanup attack? Anyway, so new stars per attack, 2.12 versus 1.7. Average destruction, so on and so forth. Average attack duration is pretty much the same. The most heroic attacks and most heroic defenses, we don't bother looking at that at the moment, or really bother ever. Going by last time, it was way off. So total destruction, a lot of this stuff in the early moments not really going to mean too much. 43% versus 23%, but look at the attacks used. They've used 17 versus 10, so you've got to expect that sort of thing to happen. So you know what I'll do? While we're waiting for the swords to start crossing again, we're not going to have a look at my builder's base. I'm not really a builder's base sort of a person. Yeah. So what we'll do, waiting for the next attacks to go in. At the moment, we'll pop over and have a look. I'll just run you down. Oops. I'll show you one of my current war bases. Okay, just because we'll have a look at this one. This one it's not really that tricky. Oh, hang on. What am I doing? I can't show you that without going into Village Editor. And then if I go into Village Editor, let's see, if I go into Editor, I lose the swords. So I can't even do that. So I don't want to lose the swords. Okay, so I can't show you that war base because I don't want to lose the clashing swords. I don't want to spend time looking at a war base of mine, and only to lose clashing swords active replay. So I don't really want to do that at the moment. So we'll just keep waiting for the clashing swords, or we'll just keep playing through some of the replays that came up. Okay, so we'll just double check here. Just want to see if they've got multiple attacks done on the same base. So yeah, so you can see here, this was obviously attack on 25, which had already been attacked by Benny. So that was already that was tried to be a cleanup attack on that one. So that was why that didn't go so well. And the enemy clan will also have a look to see if they've got any of those sorts of things to justify why the numbers don't. Yeah, so here we go. The attack on number 14 from the number 16 also tried to be attacked by the other number 23. Didn't go so well. These two attacks were on Town Hall 10 bases from the number 25. This was attack on number 1, so that's the 3 no-star attacks that they have in their system. And at the moment, 007 and Armored have got 6 packs, so they're living in the 6-star luxury condo. And so the pressure is more relieved now that they've got a couple of these little 2 stars have happened. There's a little bit more relief of pressure that people aren't being, there's no pressure now to get a 3-star. There's always pressure to get a 3-star, but all right, so just having a look at that's what all those 2-star attacks, and we'll come down. This was a Town Hall 10. We'll have a look at this one again because this was a Town Hall 10 hitting a Town Hall 11 for 2 stars. So, all right, so we've got the earthquake going down. Okay, so we missed that first time because it didn't come up in the spell list when we first came in. There was no earthquake spell. There was no spell there at all. It was almost like, well, they brought something in, but it's gone, but it looks like earthquake damage. So, yeah, what is it exactly? We don't know. So, all right. So, minions going down first. 1.5 minutes left in this attack. So it's a pretty quick 2-star attack coming in. So minions have gone down. Slowly getting that free percentage, and that free percentage is really, really important. So if you're doing a Town Hall 9 attack up onto a Town Hall 10, that free percentage is gold. So if you're a Town Hall 10, it's just a beautiful word for Town Hall 10s, try and protect all your trash from Town Hall 9s. This is just my take. Protect your trash from Town Hall 9s, because if a Town Hall 9 can 2-star a Town Hall 10, it frees up your Town Hall 10s to go for a riskier 3-star attack, and instead of a safer 2-star attack. So don't do that. That obviously being the 50%. So if a Town Hall 10, a max Town Hall 10 I'm talking about, if a max Town Hall 10 can cover the trash, then it's very hard for a Town Hall 9 to get 50%. Like these little free archers and things that you can place around on the place. If you're a Town Hall 9, you say, oh, that weapon can't reach me there. I'll put an archer there, or put a minion there, or put something else over there. Those things add up. They add up. And it means that then it essentially becomes like this. I've cleared a little bit of trash away on each side, and now I'm diving into the Town Hall, which I got, and in this case 56%. Clear a bit of trash, and then it becomes a Town Hall dive. You don't care about getting other percentage, you're just trying to get that 2-star. So we're going in number 23 on number 26. I can't remember if this was already attacked and this is a cleanup, but we'll have a look at it again. Okay, there's only a few hogs left, so there's a good chance this is not going to be a 3-star attack. The hogs will just take too much damage from that archer. Oh! Oh, and the spring, of course. So now we've just got a minute of the queen wandering around doing her thing until the timer runs out. So dropping a wizard down near the bottom, try and take out a little bit of extra free trash, but it's a long way to go for that wizard. He wasn't going to help the golem get out, unfortunately. He'd rather just deal with the trash. Now, this could be 40 seconds though. 40 seconds is it's a long time for a queen to be shooting walls and for a wizard to come in. The golem did eventually get through, but look at that. The golemite broke, wizard turned around, took out the wizard tower, took out the other wizard. So now 21 seconds. Archer queen will go down to the archer tower, and got out that wizard too. So that was not quite the 3-star. Okay, we'll have a look. I'm pretty sure that's the highest percentage attack on that base though. So, all right, got to jump back into this. Okay, so we'll have a look at this attack now. All right, so there we go. Golem on the left near the queen, taking damage from the expo cannon, and there's so many wizards. Yeah, I just don't really normally see that many wizards, and then more wizards down here on the right hand side. There'd have to be over a dozen wizards in this attack. It's a massively large funnel, and if it's part of the process to get in. So there's a jump spell, a rage, and a heal, and the bowlers are coming in. Queen's taken down, but the expo on the left has been left up. Clan Castle, 1 poison. Yeah, bowlers will go pathing a little bit. There's a lot of empty space in that area, so it's a little bit hard to control which way the bowlers will go. Take out the expo, wizard tower. So that golem on the right hand side at the bottom, he's really just done a bit of trash protection up there on that side. A lot of the king's troops have gone running around. They got sprung off the board, so bowlers, wizard, all the spells are used. 11 hogs left, and there's just a little bit too much DPS left on the board with traps, bombs, and everything else for 11 hogs to sustain through. So yeah, it was probably a little bit of a big ask to come in this way. I mean, the hogs did a pretty good job. They without spells, they did an awesome job, but just not quite enough. So that's what happened. Nearly 900 messages now in the clan since I've been in there. Okay, so 40. Where were we before? So that was while we looked at that, number 8 went on William. Number 6, so it's a Town Hall 10 attack on a Town Hall 10. So we'll just have a little rundown of that. What happened to that one? Okay, so air attack coming on, 1 jump, 2 rage, a freeze, 3 haste. Coming in with a golem and balloon to snipe out the mortar. so that the wizard and can help create the fun a little bit. Take out the Archer Tower, possibly. No, it went down. Okay. As long as the mortar is down, that helps tremendously. Queen's gone down. Other golem gone down, so get the wizards down and help create some of that funnel on the left-hand side. Got 5 wall breakers. Unfortunately, I'll just be interested to see if they crack open that wall. Okay, under that wizard tower, yeah, it was good placement. I was a little bit concerned that the wall breakers might have gone to the right-hand side and got a little bit of splash damage from the bomb tower, but that didn't happen. Plenty of trash has been removed. Bowlers will not go walking, they will go in. Jump spell takes out the Expo and the Sweeper and the Inferno, so that means it, and gives access to the Queen as well. Now freeze that. Oh, that was good. Baby Dragon got frozen, froze the Inferno Tower as well, raged into the Queen area. Bowlers aggro on the Queen, King aggro's on the Queen. A few distraction Skelly spells to just muck up the works. Attacking Queen takes out the enemy CC Baby Dragon. King's still alive, and now we're just waiting for the air portion. Only 2 Lava Hounds coming in though. 2 Lava Hounds and possibly 3 air defenses to take out. No, Queen's going to shoot that. Oh, yeah, Queen's taking down the Expo. Should take down that air defense with the help of the Lava Hound. So next Lava Hounds come in. Balloons, long way to travel for those balloons. 2 haste spells, 1 mage left. Try and get them all in. 1 more air defense to go, and only 1, and no more Lava Hounds to deploy. So it's probably a little bit of a big ask with 1 haste spell left to be able to path around and get all of the remaining weapons on the left. And we already know that it didn't happen, because we saw it was a 2-star attack. As they're going to path away from that Expo, get shot out. Yep. So there we go. Just the balloon pathing was not favourable for coming in on to get everything down, and the Sweeper was still up, so that wreaked havoc as well. So, and we already saw that happen. So now we wait to see if there's something else. No one else is going in at the moment. So 40 stars to 17 is the current, I think, 900 messages in the clan. Okay. So who is next? Who is next? Power CoC, they've used nearly double the attacks at the moment than the Sjonnies use. So I'm kind of hoping the Sjonnies will start to get some more attacks in so I can bring them live. So at the I think we've used, we'll just scroll down, have a look. So none of the Town Hall 10s have attacked. And essentially the bottom half of the Town Hall 9s have done some attacking, leaving the top half of the Town Hall 9s. And that's what we try to do in our clan, is have the bottom Town Hall 9s attack first. But of course it's not always possible. Everybody's got a life and everyone's in different time zones. So depending on their work commitments, family commitments and time zones, they can't all attack early in the war. That's just how it is. And we'll have a look at what the Sjonnies have done, and most of their attacks have come, it was a little bit scattered. We've got Town Hall 10 come in to attack. Now, of course, the thing with the friendly wars is because you don't have to retrain it, you don't have to retrain an army. You can, but you don't have to. It means it does leave the possibility for you to do 2 attacks in a row, as long as the base is suitable to your army. So you can see here, for instance, 007 and Armand, they've both done both of their attacks. I'm pretty sure they were, no, that was the TDH and that was TDH. So they did use different troops. But if you've got the different troops cooked up, and if you've got the aid of a clan going, man, TDH that one, come in from here, and everyone goes, hey, I'll do that, no problemo. So still waiting for more attacks to come in. The war's been going for about 2.5 hours now. 900 messages on that side of the base. So just pop in, have a look at my base at the moment. In case you're wondering, I'm maxed. Obviously, I'm maxed. max gold, elixir, max dark elixir. Because I'm not going anywhere at Town Hall. This base is going to stay at Town Hall 9 forever. So that's why I'm leaving it like this. And basically I essentially just do war attacks now. I don't raid in the village, but I do need to drop troops to stay down in Bronze League, because I'm in Bronze League getting my defense achievement up. So I'll just show you the defenses that I've gotten up. 201 for the season. It's because when I get a shield, I don't bother. With there. I'm getting close to my sharing achievement as well. So where are we? It's got to be here somewhere. There we go. No, that's the mortar. Unbreakable. I've got a bit to go. 1,210. got quite a few thousand to go. And if I only got 200 a season, that will be go. Oh, the Conqueror achievement, that'll be done pretty soon too. No clashing swords. I just forgot we could see my clashing swords while I had that up. So yeah, just an idea. If people wonder how long I've been playing, my total obstacles removed to 3,074. So you get about 3 a day. So I've got over 3,000 at 3 a day. I've been playing for over 1,000 days. And of course I've got these, oh look, there's one I can remove now. So there we go. That's what I'm spending my elixir on. Donating troops and removing obstacles from my base. So you can see I've got a few different Christmas trees and things like that. And I've got some more gems. So what I'm spending my gems on is I'm waiting for updates in the game. Now I didn't want to just gem the finish of these things, but for instance, when the builder hut cannon, and I can upgrade this cannon, when that happens, obviously I'm not at builder base 4, cannon level 4. When that happens, I'll just gem the finish of that, because I've got the gems. At the moment, that's what I'm using the gems for on this base. Of course, I won some of those gems from the first forum versus Reddit war that we had. So for winning, so I won some gems, and the losers got the losers got 1 gem as a constellation prize. So that was a little bit harsh. So at the moment, still waiting for some more attacks to come in from the Sjonnies and from Power CoC. We have been going for a little bit over 2 hours, and 2.5 hours is what we've been going out for, just a little bit more than 2.5 hours. So we wait at the moment. And so okay, just writing a little bit of stuff in the chat. Alrighty, so just having a look at what they've done for what the Sjonnies have done on Power CoC. There's a lot of 2-star Town Hall 9 2-star attacks at the moment. Yeah, I'm not going to be scouting these other bases or anything. I just want to wait. If an attack goes live, we'll watch it live. If we miss out and whatever, so usually I'll be coming back at the end of the war. We'll be having another look at the end to see what the current score is. Hopefully get some more Town Hall 9s attacking shortly. There's a lot of messaging going on in the Sjonnies chat server. 900 messages 900 messages in the last couple of hours, so there's a tremendous amount of messaging going on at the moment. So we can run down through some of the Town Hall Power CoC 3-star attacks again. We'll start off up near the top. We just had a look at the Town Hall 11 2-star by a Town Hall 10, so we'll have a look at a iQuick's attack on their number 8. We'll just run down through the board again because there's some really good attacks there. Okay, so coming in with a bow witch attack from each corner and with the 2 jump spells. So jump into 1 Inferno and then the second jump spell to jump into the other Inferno with 2 rages in the middle to rage everybody through to take out the Infernos, and in this case the Tesla area, and then just wait for the magic to happen from the boulders and the witches as the witch skellies run forward, distract the weapons, and the boulders and the witches take them out at range. And of course the boulders have the double damage that goes on as well, the double splash damage, or really it's double bounce damage, isn't it? Boulders have the double bounce damage. That's what the boulders have. So everything run through in the core up to the other expo, taking it Inferno, taking it out. Now that jump spell has enabled everything to breach into that other area. Well, the other expo is Archer Tower will go down. 1 Archer Tower left at the on the compartment to the next one, and 1 shooting at the witches and things at the bottom. So 2 Archer Towers, 1 cannon, but they're all distracted by that golem at the moment. So it's just just come on in and take us out, basically. Of course, the Golemite guy's flying, but that's not enough to distract everything or anything away. Just waiting for the base to fall. That's what happens. Okay, so coming in, that was the iQuick's attack on number 8. And we'll just run down through the board from here while we wait for some more live attacks to happen. We've got iQuick's attack on number 13 as well. And here we go again, 2 exposed expos and Bow Witch again coming in. Now with the 2 jumps, 2 rage, you'd have to assume it's the same process, same procedure, I should say. Jump to 1 expo, jump to 1 Inferno, jump to the next. See, I got Town Hall 9 on my brain. From 1 Inferno to the next Inferno with the bowlers, witches, and all that good stuff, running around under 2 rage spells and just wiping everything out from within the confines of the box. And of course the bowlers do the double bounce damage, so nothing's really safe. So, but with the bowlers and witches pathing around the outside, it takes out the outside layers like you can see at the top right hand side there, the bowlers and the witches slowly taking out all that stuff around there. Bowlers didn't survive though, and eventually the witches may succumb to that cannon depending on what the skellies do or how distracted that cannon is from the skellies. But it looks like the witches will get it over on that cannon because there's just way too many skellies just spawning before the cannon can get to them. And so now we've got both heroes up, no abilities used at the moment, and so just waiting for, I'll just speed that up because otherwise we're just watching heroes bounce, try and hit through walls, essentially. That's what we're watching. Okay. So just waiting for the inevitable to happen. That archer at the right hand side, distracted by that golem up the top there, heroes pathing around. They'll take out the builders, the town hall, the air defense, and that archer tower, and then come back and take out the other archer tower. Queen's ability still not used yet, so even if that golem wasn't there, the queen could just phase like she just did then and take it out, and that's it. A lovely little 3-star attack from iQuick, the 2 Town Hall 10 3-star attacks. Okay, so no one has gone in the meantime. We've had a few, I think we've had a few attacks on Billy Bedlam. Just want to double check that. Just have a look. Billy Bedlam has had, where we go, 2 attacks on his base. And we're having a look at the defenses at the moment. So yeah, 2 attacks on Billy's base. So that base has done very well. If your base can survive 2 attacks, that's very well. So coming in on, whoa, come on, get in there. All right. So Bo coming in on ASAP. And okay, 19 hogs, 1 raid spell, so it's going to be a go boho. Coming in on this, wizards down on both sides, queen up the middle, wall breakers going in, 1 test wall breaker taken out by the expo. Might have to send in a hog to distract the expo. Okay, expo's onto that golem, so the wall breakers are safe to come in. Witch in the clan castle, baby dragon in the clan castle. Baby dragon will go onto that queen. I have to phase the queen any second now. There we go. Phase the queen, bowlers in, and one more jump spell and a rage. Okay, so going to be tricky to see where he wants to deploy the heal spell for the hogs, although he's got 19 hogs. So could be a double bomb near the expo, could be double bomb near this archer tower up here. But the hogs are coming in, 19 hogs. One heal spell. Oh, he's got the jump and the rage. The second jump is to get the bowlers in a little bit further. Not using that second jump just yet. Letting them punch through the wall. Maybe now use the second jump to try and get in a little bit deeper or not. Just holding off on the spells. It looks like at the moment the hogs are doing really good work without those spells. So very tremendous amount of patience. Should be able to get the rage spell going down onto those bowlers just any second. Wait for the archer to be distracted on the golem. There we go. Rage spell onto those bowlers and the rest of the hogs coming in. So that was a tremendous amount of patience coming in with the hog deployment. A lot of people just would have been going, nah, I'm dumping the hogs. So one heal spell goes down, and that will keep the hogs alive enough. I don't think there's going to be a bomb. I think all the big bombs have gone up. I don't think there's a bomb up there. What have we got where that golem is? I don't think there's a bomb up there anyway. It wouldn't make sense for a bomb to be up there. So there we go. A minute left to go for the hogs to clear up everything. Yeah, it might be close on time on this one. It's definitely, obviously the base has been defeated. The weapons are down. There's a builder's hut on the left that might come and bite the golems, bite the hog riders, or that hog rider taking out that pump down there. That might save that. Depends if the other hog riders can path down quick enough. Okay, so that hog rider taking out that pump has meant that one hog rider will go up the top. 30 seconds left to get the rest of the base done. And so, okay, those hog riders pathed off a little bit differently. So they should all start pathing around to the left. 20 seconds left to go. Builder's hut at the bottom. That bowler, once that the storage goes down, the bowler should pass south to get it. No, okay, everyone's going to path over. Okay, so even if they get those things down, there's that pesky little builder's hut at the corner. 5 seconds, 3, no. Okay, okay, game. There, 99% attack. Oh, you know what? I'm still saying that the worst 99% was the attack that Roger had. Roger's 99% attack on that he did. That was just I've never seen that. Never seen that. Can't even remember who it was. That was yeah, it was that one. That 99% attack there was such. Oh, that's the one that would just really wreck you. Oh no! When you have an archer running for the builder's hut and it's like 10 tiles away and just stops and goes, nah, I'm going back. I'm going to chase a level 30 king and have a go. And then the king just kills the archer. Oh, that just wrecks you. That just wrecks you. Okay, so got a little bit of time. A little bit of time left. Waiting for the next attack to go down. That is what we're doing currently, waiting for the next attack to go down. And I want to pop over. I just wanted to show you something on this base. Which base is it? Or is this base? Actually, I might have it on my home base too. I even forget what I've got on my base. Yeah, I do. What we saw before was where one of these things in the corner like that, if you saw this, would you think there was a Tesla here? Remember, you can't see, but you can see the outline. Would you think there was a Tesla in that little outline there? Just in there. You'd have to think something dodgy was going on because it's so easy to close that off, to just move that pump down and close that off. So when you see that in a war base, it makes you think, right? So over here at the army camp, you can see I've got this double space here. And it's like, well, that makes you think. You go, oh, okay, there could be a Tesla there because there's a double space and the Tesla needs a double space, right? But if that makes you think, doesn't this little groove here make you think more? It's just something that just popped into my head, that if you wanted to mess with people, you could make those little grooves around your base. We'll see if we can find one on one of the 3-star bases. There won't be one there, but just see if we can find one. So we'll have a look at the attack here. All right, so when you have a look at the outline of everything, you can see that it's all been designed. It's like, okay, there might be a Tesla there, there might be a Tesla between those things, all those sorts of little things. But if this builder hut wasn't here, or the builder hut was just out a bit further to leave that little hole open, you'd have to assume there was something there. You'd have to assume the person's built something and he's put a bomb there and hasn't, right? That's what you'd have to assume as the person, as the one doing the attacking. So if that was the case, you could do that on purpose, couldn't you? You know what I mean? You could deliberately put something like that in the base. Might as well have a look at this attack while we're waiting for the attacks to start now. So they seem to slow down a little bit. But you could actually do that on purpose, just to trick someone. So the wizard's gone down on that bottom builder's hut. I'm just putting that out there. Well, wizard's gone down the bottom builder's hut, trigger the Tesla. Golem's gone down, distract the Tesla, so the wizard can come in and continue. Now, I did check that. That wizard really was not in range, but he did get targeted. But that's, if you know that that range is really just going to be a half a tile wrong, if you just assume that, then I think that's probably the safest thing to work with. The range is going to be half a tile out. So what I'm seeing at the moment, some really nice patient deployment on certain wizards and hogs and things like that. So telling me that it's a very well thought out attack because of the patience. So now this is where I want to deploy the hogs, and I know that things aren't looking so good, but I'm going to wait. Now obviously come in heavy on the whiz farm with a heal, because you know that wizards, 4 wizards together could just really do a lot of damage to a lot of hogs. You need the heal spell there. Skelly traps are popped. There's no poisons left, so you know that you're going to have to heal those hogs all the way around, but you're coming in with 36 hogs. So that's not really going to be too much of an issue. 36 hogs with 4 heal spells. Wizard and minion left to begin starting that cleanup process. So you've got a wizard down here on the right hand side already. Got an archer on the far right hand side builder's hut. 1 wizard and minion to go. So archer on the left builder's hut and wizard and minion to deploy. So we know the bottom's going to get wiped out by the hogs, so you'd have to be deploying the minions up on the hut, and so keep an eye on this right hand side. Should get the wizard dropping down there any second now. The hogs will be pathing over, and there we go. So the wizard's gone down there because you can see where the hogs are going to be pathing to. Unfortunately, this gold storage got missed out. Otherwise, you possibly could have just placed the wizard down there to take out the gold storage, but then it wouldn't have taken out the things up here. So the king's gone down to the hogs at the top there, and now we're just waiting for the cleanup to finish. So it was a well thought out attack in terms of, I've got 36 hogs. You don't just all drop them all and then, I call that spray and pray. I'm going to spray all the troops on the thing, and then I'm going to pray that they all get through to the end. So he's not really doing that at the moment. And that was how that attack went. So we're coming up to 3 hours. We're just short of 3 hours now, and I was just waiting. So the Sjonnies have done 10 attacks, half the number of Power CoC, and the score is 42 to Power CoC and 17 to the Sjonnies. and we await more attacks from the Sjonnies to catch up. They've got a lot of attacking to do. So we'll just run down again. We just saw the attack on blue Yoshi. We'll have a look. While we're waiting, we might as well have a look at the 3-star attacks again. We've already seen the 2 from I Quick up on the Town Hall 10s up the top, so we might as well just run down through the Town Hall 9 3-star attacks again while we await for more attacks if they're going to be coming. I'm not sure what time zone it is for other people. In New York, I think it's starting to, in a few hours. What is it in New York? 5 p.m. About 5 p.m. in New York, a bit after 5 p.m. So yeah, on a Saturday though, so there could be some, should be people at home watching, getting up. Well, hey, I don't know what people in New York do. Maybe they're late risers. Maybe they go out to party all day and come home to relax to Clash of Clans. I don't know. Maybe that's what they do in New York. Okay, so by being a Saturday, a lot of sports and things going on Saturday, a lot of distractions to distract you from playing Clash of Clans outside of, in the outside world, baseball, MLB, basketball. Okay, so Queen Walk starting on that top side, coming down, then we'll punch in with the bowlers into the base, and then 11 hogs. And again, it's really good deployment on the hogs in this one, really patient deployment to, because the tendency is, I've got 11 hogs, oh, shit, I'll get them all down. Well, you don't necessarily need to get them all down because you've got some pretty good beefy heroes. You've got some good spells happening in the middle. You don't need to get them down all right away. You can just see where they're actually needed. Now, when this attack was live, I was saying I probably would have put a hog here on that cannon, or at least get one on this mortar down here while the troops were distracted, and possibly even one on this top cannon. But hey, look at what the troops are doing. It's just about wiping this base out with just the heroes and this kill squad. The healers are just keeping the bowlers alive now. So what, just a couple hogs to take out this whiz. That's it. Everything, there's no other threat. There's nothing. A poison spell left, 9 hogs, a giant and a wizard. There's nothing left. And so you got the swag hogs and swag poison is what definitely is. Here comes the swag hogs and the giant and the wizard, and then the poison spell, all racing across the base. Finds a couple of spring traps, but it doesn't matter. So that kill squad with the aid of the healers essentially took out the entire base, and that was actually a pretty amazing attack. It was a good attack. So that was the attack on number 19. So we'll have a look at the attack on number 20. All right. So coming up to 14 wizards. 14 wizards. That's massive. I don't know if I would have bought a baby dragon maybe instead. I don't know. But it's a lot of wizards to bring in. It's cleaning a lot of stuff up, and it's cleaning it out fast. So there is that to consider. 2 jump spells, 1 rage, 1 heal. 13 hogs. So golems down. Bowlers coming in now. Outside walls cracked from the wall breakers. So jump and then jump through to the other half of the base, because essentially the base is in 2 halves. Hogs on the right hand side on this cannon while it's being distracted on the mortar. Just keep an eye on the work those 2 hogs do. Just a massive amount of work. Yeah, there's a little bit of splash damage coming from that wizard tower, but there we go. Over to the cannon. A little bit of help from the wizzy. Cannon goes down. Over to the next cannon. Those 2 hogs still alive. Now they've triggered a they won't get the wizzy down, but next time dribble some hogs in on the left, and then watch the hogs coming in on the top. So these left hand hogs, they get a little bit of damage from the Whiz Tower, but the Whiz Tower is distracted. 7 other hogs coming in on the top onto the Teslas that are right next to each other, so no threat from a spring trap until they move over. And then the hogs from the left Wizzy Tower pathed up a little bit, but the Tesla and cannon will take out those hogs. But the Queen hasn't used the ability yet. The Queen's taking out that cannon, and just at this point I just want to stop. Okay, so the Queen is shooting this wall piece here. So this is the Queen, and this is the Archer, and that's that. Do you think the Archer is closer to the Queen? Let's just zoom in, because this was really puzzling. Why is the Queen going after this gold storage and not the Archer? Because you've got what have we got there? 5 spaces, 6, 7 spaces, then the gold storage. We've got 3 spaces of this destroyed weapon, 4, and the wall. So the Archer is closer than the gold storage, but the Queen is shooting the wall to go for the gold storage. So that doesn't make a really lot of sense in terms of the AI. However, in terms of the speed that the system works, that might have made more sense, because we are seeing a graphical version of what the system is doing. So the program runs way faster than what we see. Okay, so we're going in. Finally got another live attack from Derb Source going in on. So we've missed the start of this a little bit, but that's okay. So 15 going in on number 12. So this is a Town Hall 10, Town Hall 9 going in on a Town Hall 10. Yeah, is it Town Hall 10? Yeah, Town Hall 10. Obviously it's Town Hall 10. Hello, it's got Infernos. I'm looking up at the number 12. I'm not even looking at the base. Oh, that's so silly. Okay, so going in on number 10. So Town Hall 9 going in on number 10, on Town Hall 10, obviously. If you can do a good 3-star, hey, you know what? If you can do a 3-star attack, how awesome is that? But the enemy Queen, or the defending Queen, is still up, so that's going to be something to be taken into account. Lava Hound's about to pop. The attacking Queen's gone down. Inferno's taken her out, and it's just not enough oomph to get through the base, essentially. Not enough oomph to get through the base. So it's a 2-star attack, and if they feel that they've got their Town Hall 9s covered, or possibly number 15 is an alt account of another Town Hall 10 who's like, I want to attack this base, but I need to know a few things. There's like the Clan Castle radius. Can I pull things? Can I not pull things? And so on and so forth. Defending Queen is still up, level 40. And so the Wizard Tower went down. The Wizard Tower went down as soon as the Lava Hound popped. So we'll watch the start of that again. So that's 21 attacks have gone in from Power CoC. So we'll watch that attack again to see how it went. Okay, so in we come. See how this started. So coming in with a good number of 10 balloons, 2 barbs, 2 golems. They don't look anything at all like barbs. Actually, I want to see a barb. If you were a crazy barb, like, you know, like, barbs are crazy, right? Because they just and they smash walls. And there's a wall opening and the barb are just, they're smashing a wall. They used to. But if you're a crazy barb like that, you just run, just charge into stuff. Wouldn't you, as a crazy barbarian, wouldn't you get on the back of a golem? You wouldn't stand. I reckon you would. I reckon you'd stand on the back of a golem and be like, charge, put the sword up in the air, and yeah, I reckon you'd stand on the back of a golem. So anyway, that's the start of that. What happened at the start to try and get down extra air defenses and whatnot, and take out the enemy queen. Enemy queen kill did not go as expected. Didn't take out any of the expos either. So that's left a lot of damage up. Balloons in on the right hand side, just the balloons in a few different places, and not enough. So that is why that was a 2-star attack. Okay, so we have 21 attacks done from Power CoC, almost halfway. We have 10 attacks done from the Sjonnies. They really need to get their act together. Get some more attacks done, guys, so that we can stream them out for the moment. Got a little bit of time left to stream out. I'll be streaming the last 4 hours of the war as well. Well, not last 4 hours, just the end. Don't know how many hours that end will entail, but just that it will be some hours in the end is what I'll be streaming. Some hours. But at the moment, just waiting for the Sjonnies to attack, and we were in the middle of looking at the 3-star attacks that Power CoC had been doing. So 921 messages now. The Sjonnies messages have really slowed down. It's been that way for quite a while now, so there's not a lot of activity in the clan at the moment. So I'd assume that there's not a lot of people on. So away we go with the next. This is a almost full-time attack, this one. This was, I think this was the, it was like really seriously in between 0 and 1 on the clock. There must have been half a second in it to turn this one into a 3-star. So the hero's going down, obviously, to target. The air defectors, 6 dragons, 2 lava hounds, and 9 balloons. Heroes take down the air defenses, dragons take down the other stuff, lava hounds and balloons take down other air defenses, and hopefully other weapons. So that's generally the plan on this sort of attack. Expos are on the ground. So unfortunately, expos are on the ground, and that meant that there's essentially 100 DPS not being utilized at all. 100 DPS that's just gone to waste. So it's taken out the heroes and things like that. But now this expo could be shooting this dragon over here. Could be shooting this balloons that's coming. I mean, the balloon went down, but it just could be shooting these other things. That's all I'm saying. It could be playing a part in the destruction. So Expo could be shooting these 2 dragons that are here right now instead of relying on the Teslas to try and do it. And this dragon would be essentially going down, down, shooting this balloon. Everything on the Expo sides by being on the ground. So in this day, in this sort of meta of air attacks everywhere, you kind of really need to get your expos up in the air. Fundamental, need to get the expos up in the air. And how often now, I mean, look, yes, it's a guessing game that you're playing. I'm going to put the expos, if I put the expos in the air and I set my skelly traps to air, then the first attack goes, well, easy, I'll come in by ground. And if I set them to ground, then the attack comes in by air. But you have to make a thing like, what are you getting attacked most by? Where I sit in the clan on our wars, I'm the top Town Hall 9, simply because I'm maxed. And I usually get 3-star by Town Hall 10. So in the last war, I think I got attacked 4 times before Town Hall 10 took me up. So what do you do? I'm going to go down. As a top Town Hall 9, I usually don't even get attacked by any Town Hall 9s. They don't even bother. They usually just attack lower, and the next up level Town Hall 10 just comes and wipes me out. That's usually what happens in wars, in our wars. Okay, so coming down to, all right, number 24. So just going through, we're just going to run through these 3-star attacks from Power CoC while we're waiting for the Sjonnies to actually get something done, and then we'll, if they look like they're dragging their feet a little bit, we'll just call it a day. Okay, because 3 hours in should be attacking a little bit. Like I said, don't know their time zones, could be going into midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning where most of those people are. So they're going to be sleeping, not attacking. So it's a very good wide funnel here to make sure that the bowlers weren't going to go walking. Access to 2 of the air defences, which leaves the other 2 air defences a little bit prone. I'm not saying a lot prone, but I'm just saying a little bit prone. Obviously still got to come in against this sweeper if you're going to be coming directly against the wizard farm down the bottom. So that does need to be a consideration. And of course the expos as well, coming in for that onto the expo, as long as the bowlers don't take it out. But okay, so 3 haste spells left. Clencastle Lava Hound has popped. The poison works beautifully on those pups. Well, they're all gone, and so now it's just the air portion of the attack. So Tesla's up. Queen will go down any second now, and now the air raid comes in. Now notice this coming from all the way over here, because that's what you needed to do. And the Lava Hound is just scooting along, just right across the face almost of all of those point defense weapons, the archers and things like that. So those balloons basically came in just about unhindered. And now the second Lava Hound coming over to that other air defense with all the balloons coming directly onto those wizard towers. Haste spell, and 1 more haste spell, and that's just a little bit too much for the base to cope with. And of course the Skelly's traps go down to the lava pups that popped, and that's it. Just wait for cleanup on the base. So that was another lovely little attack from Power CoC. Just speed this up a little bit, as we can see that it's cleanup and done. Yeah, so usually it doesn't matter what base I bring. Most wars I never even get attacked by Town Hall 9 at all. The last war I did. The Town Hall 9 did attack. So we're going in live on number 22, Vachard, coming in with clouds, stuck in the clouds. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, I'd say something's gone a little bit wrong if I'm seeing a bunch of bowlers on the outside of a base. That's usually not part of a plan unless there's healers with them. So we'll be having another look at this to see what actually happened to cause this to go a little bit awry. Okay, Expo's firing on that golem. Tesla will take out the hog. The hog will go down, and yeah, it's just all a little bit too much. So just a matter of time now for the bowlers and wizards to be taken out by the point defense. So it shouldn't be, just about done. Okay, so that's it. So what we'll do is, once this finishes, is there something? Oh, there's an archer up there. Okay, so we're going to let this run out. So that's base 22. We'll let that run out, and then we'll go have a look at the replay to see what actually went wrong in the attack. Yeah, so the last war, I think I got attacked. It was actually funny. I got attacked by a Town Hall 10, and he didn't 3-star me. Now, the thing was that no one could look at the attack because it happened, and then we had the break, and then when we all came back, there was nothing left to see. It was all the replays had been wiped. So there was no way to see why that Town Hall 10 had failed on me. And just looking at these clashing swords at the moment. Okay, so I'll just pop in to the war events, make sure, yes, that is the last and highest attack, and we'll have a look at why that went wrong. Alrighty, so Baby Dragon at the top, and wizards. Okay, so there's 7 wizards left, and he's deployed 5 of them, so he's bringing in 12 wizards. Again, if you need to get stuff done quickly, plus a baby dragon, that's a lot of firepower coming on to clean up, to create a little bit of funnel. That's a tremendous amount of fire, a lot of troop space to create a funnel. That's what I'm getting at. And 4 wizards still up the sleeve, so it's a massively large funnel. Baby dragon, there's a jump spell over there, so okay, that's going out. Bowlers have started to target that. Yeah, okay, there we go. The bowlers started to target the mortar. Then the next closest thing was the wizard tower, so that's why they've gone walking over to the left. And the other stuff has jumped in through to the middle. So unfortunately, half of the bowler squad went over to the left, sending in some hogs now on the left-hand side to try and keep them alive, sending some hogs in on the top now to try and destroy those weapons while they're distracted with what's going on in the core. So yeah, obviously that's not how anything went to plan. You can see where that second jump spell went down was designed to try and get in and take out the expo. And then obviously everything also would probably fall around the town hall compartment, which would mean both expos, Tesla, air defense, so go down. So hogs would then be needed to come and snipe the outside defenses as they were targeted on the troops in the middle. But that didn't go as planned because the bowlers went walking. So unfortunately, there was probably only about half a tile in it too, I'd say. Probably only about half a tile in it. So I've got a few extra attacks, a few extra messages coming on in the clan at the moment I can see going. So, so we had a look at Sporting Bay and, okay, so now I think, did we just get to Benny? I've seen some of these before, so I can't remember in our current run what we're actually looking at. So we can have a look at this again. Okay, so this was the dragon one. We just had a look at the dragon one. Yep. And on to number 24. Just to see what happened there. Okay, so we've got the air attack coming in on number 24 now, all the air defense on the one side on here. I think we just saw this one as well. And I said it was an awesome funnel, everything came flying across. So we did see 24. Oh. So you throw a live attack at me and you just confuse me. Okay, so we'll have a look at 007's attack on 28 instead. All right, so this was the TDH. I think there were two TDH attacks coming in. So we are waiting for, there we go, Queen walk up the top, wizards to funnel. Queen should path right down this little runway with the landing lights you can see running down the middle. So that's a nice little road they've made for her. Just how convenient is that? So she'll just path in there nicely. Take out the air defences on either side, balloon sniping that mortar, coming in, help take out that archer tower that's over there. What a bother. Oh, it didn't take out the archer tower, so king's gone down. Enemy king will go down as well, so possibly get in okay, the queen's going to take out that archer, no problem. Now she'll just run down the runway. Minions and Valkyries coming out of the enemy CC. Poison, rage on the queen's healers to keep her alive. She'll get in range of the Tesla, Wizard Tower and Expo in a minute, but the rage will keep her alive. Balloon coming in just a little bit too soon on that. The tower hadn't gone down. Minion coming in on that cannon, a little bit too soon. Archer hadn't locked onto the queen yet. So obviously just waiting a little bit more, wait a little bit more. Okay, Archer's locked on. Now you can get a minion onto the cannon. Just wanted to show the range of the Archer locking onto the queen there. So that is fine. Minion comes on. Archer's still locked on. So you could possibly get something on that Archer now because the queen won't be able to get it. That's only if you've got something spare. Unless the minion's going to get that. One more rage to keep the queen alive on the healers, but you can also keep that rage for the balloons because raged pups and raged minions on the enemy queen. Watch how quick the enemy queen will go down. Rage spell right over her head on those pups, on the minions. Enemy queen goes down like lickety split, and just the inevitable is happening. So that's something to keep in mind. That's obviously the whole premise behind doing queen pops is to try and keep the enemy queen between rages, and if the hounds pop, then the pups take out the enemy queen. If of course the enemy queen's near the edge, you can do a suicide king as well, but that's the whole premise. And here come the swag minions and swag lava hound. Lava hound swagged as well and took out a bomb over the poison spell, and nice little congregation, massive amount of troops left over at the end there. So it was a good attack from 007, as no other attacks have gone in, I don't think. So that was, we stopped at stretch is what we'd seen. So yes, okay, so Salty had gone in on Barstow, so we'll have a look at that attack. So that attack went in while we're just having a recount there. So air attack coming in, golems, lavas, and balloons. So Town Hall 10 attack on Town Hall 10. So obviously going to try and come in through that top section up the top there, get the wizards down onto the high HP Town Hall. Tesla popped. Yeah, see, that's those things you just don't know where those sneaky little Teslas. They shouldn't call them hidden Teslas. They should call them sneaky Teslas. All right, so unfortunately the storages are up still, just above the golem. So if the king is, well, okay, the king might go, yeah, okay, the king is going to go onto the other king. So that king has drawn that king down. So that was a little bit lucky to make sure that the king went in. So he'll take the jump spell. Bowlers will, yeah, they might path out for the gold mine. No, they're in. Okay, I didn't see the king's pad in there to draw them in. So Archer Queen coming down on the south, giant with wall breakers to crack into the wall for the Archer Queen to take out those 2 air defenses, except there's a lava hound there, and now the Inferno will lock onto the Archer Queen, and Archer Queen has used the ability already. So that lava hound will eat up the Archer Queen's survivability, pups, infernos, everything. Okay, so that didn't go as planned, not quite as planned. So all the pups popped, all the pups came out. So 2 air defenses and 2 infernos left to go. So not quite 100% as planned, free spell down, and not quite enough balloons to get the job done either. So it was a good effort, but just not, oh, look at that. Double bomb, take out that last hound, and yeah, air skellies have come up now. So just all too much stuff to try and deal with for the air attack to finish, and even the minions at the top will get targeted by the air skellies and the lava pups. So down, okay, and one more minion, that's it. Okay, so moving along any second, we'll be going back down to the ones that we missed. Just make sure we haven't missed any more. No, we haven't. So we'll head back down the board. Oh well, that was the last one we're on. We didn't have to head back down the board. The attack on William, number 29 by number 28. Also a TDH attack. So a couple little TDHs down this end. Max bases though, so just because they're sitting at the bottom doesn't mean they're not max defensively. This is a max defensive base. Doesn't have high heroes though, only level 15 and level 14. 14 king, 15 queen. But when you watch this attack, there won't be too much of a difference. You'll notice there's not too much of a difference anyway, let's just put it that way. It wouldn't have made too much of a difference. And again, there's this nice little runway with little landing lights down here for the queen to just walk right down the middle and start taking out these air defenses and they are all in range of her. So yeah, just the nature of the base allowed this attack to happen, but it's still a really, really good attack. Really well thought out, really well planned, got the wizard down. So now the queen has to go in. She's not going to go anywhere else. She will go in. Enemy queen's down. Takes out the storage, and then the only thing left for her is to path inside. Builder's hut storage, builder's hut pad, air defense, so on and so forth. So that's what the queen will be doing. She'll take out the air defense. Send in a couple of minions to try and help take out that air defense even quicker before it takes out too many of the healers. So that was good thinking on the fly there from Armand. And wizards walking along with the king, so backing him up as they just path along. Balloon coming right over the middle to get that Tesla. And now obviously onto the cannon, but it won't matter. So I like how I noticed this, even though the balloons, even though they got nerfed, the way that the balloons react now when the weapon that they were targeting falls, the balloons used to pause for like a second as if to reassess where they needed to go, and then they would move on their way. And Hogs kind of did that too. the thing would go, and the hogs would stop, almost as if the hog riders have to look around to go, where do I go now? But the balloons, they just repath. Did you see that? If you watch that again, when that thing went down, the balloons that were coming over from the left, they didn't stop moving to the right and then wait for a second. They just immediately, they kept moving, but they just kept moving in a different direction. So that's a little bit, that keeps, even though the balloons have been nerfed a little bit, that extra second of not sustaining damage is, that's a benefit. So they've been nerfed in one way and buffed in another way. Okay, so we're coming in on Levi's attack on number 30, which is Slap Moon's attack. And if there are no more, once we've done that, so there'll be a call of the board, everything done. The Sjonnies will be into it for 3.5 hours. The Sjonnies haven't done an attack for quite a while now, so I'm not sure if they'll be going to do attack. We'll just have a quick look to see if they're going to do an attack. So we'll see how far away they were from doing an attack. Okay, from when they did the last one. Okay, so Queen's going in. We know this is a 3-star air attack, 18 loons, 2 hounds. So you'd be assuming that the Queen will be trying to target at least a couple of these air defenses. 5 wall breakers coming in. So that Expo has locked onto the Queen. So we'll be using, okay, didn't need to use anything, does have 3 raid spells though. So the Queen can be kept up for a while. Again, it's a level 30 Queen. So if you're watching this sort of attack and you try it and it's like, man, I see these attacks and I just try them and I fail. And oh, my Queen dies and this. Hey, do you have a level 30 Queen? Really? The level 30 Queen, it's not just that she's healthier, it's that she's healthier and hits harder, which means it takes less shots for her to destroy something, which means she's subjected to damage for less time. And all of those things add up. They all add up, because if there's 200 or 300 damage per second coming your way, if the Queen's there for an extra 3 seconds, that's an extra 600 damage that's come her way. So if she can destroy something quicker, if it takes her an extra 3 seconds to destroy something because she's a lower level Queen, then she's just been subjected to possibly 200 or 300 damage per second. So it could be another extra 600 damage per second. So that is why, if you've got a low level Queen, you do these sorts of attacks and they just don't seem to work for you. And it's like, it's a bit head scratching. That's why it's head scratching. That's the mathematical reason about why it's happening. Just those extra seconds mean she gets more damage done onto her, so it's harder for the healers to keep up and she can go down quicker. So that's why that happens. So even if you've got like a level 24 Queen or level 25, it's not a level 30 Queen. So if you were wondering, have a look at the difference in the health between the Queens, have a look at the difference in the weapon output, the damage that the weapons are doing, and then go from there. And you'll see whether or not it's worthy, why the Queen went down and why she stayed up. Okay, so coming in, Power CoC, 24 attacks done. So they're almost half of their attacks done already. The Sjonnies have 50 attacks still to go. We'll have a look at when the last attack was by the Sjonnies. It was an hour and 26 minutes ago. That was the last attack by the Sjonnies. So they haven't done anything for an hour and 26 minutes. And I'm not sure if it looks, their chat has not been really that very active at all. Power CoC is coming in with an attack every few minutes, I guess you could say, 4 minutes there and a minute apart there. So the Power CoC has been spreading their attacks out pretty well. However, the Sjonnies haven't done anything for like over nearly an hour and a half now. And we'll just have a quick look at what's left on that from Power CoC. Town Hall 9s to go. there's still quite a few Town Hall 9 attacks for Power CoC to go, and still we'll have a look what they've got to clean up. We'll have a look at the Sjonnies. Okay, so it's still there we go. Sjonnies are coming in. All right. So a long time between drinks for the Sjonnies to come in. So air attack coming in on number 18. Golems coming down. Inferno. I was going to call that mortar an inferno then. It's not an inferno, it's a mortar. Okay, jump spell goes down. Poison spell goes down. I think the poison spell is probably slightly the wrong spot, and the poison spell is going to run out before anything from the clan castle crosses it, unfortunately. So damn, a little bit of 3 baby dragons coming out, so that's a little bit unfortunate. Poison spell has just totally dwindled before anything came out of the clan castle, so a little bit premature on the poison spell. Tesla popping was a little bit of a surprise, I think, in that regard. Enemy queen's gone down. Attacking queen will go down soon to that cannon, and only 1 air defense has gone down. 2 jump spells. I'm not sure how much damage. I think that the goal was to try and get in all the way in through to the other air defense, but all of the troops have gone down, and of course without the aid of the bowlers to help assist take that takedown. 2 air defense, mortar still up. Expo still up, air skellies, no poison, haste spell, only 1 haste spell left, and there's a lot of base still to cover, so don't really think this is going to be a 3-star. 2 air defenses still up, no lava hounds, and just waiting for the inevitable to happen, and that is not a 3-star attack, unfortunately, for the Sjonnies. So there we go. So the Sjonnies getting rid of the lower down attacks really first at the moment. So okay, we'll have a look what the Power CoC needs to do on the Town Hall 9 side, at least anyway. So I think Zach was okay, so 14. So Power CoC has 14 to clean up, 15. Hellcats 3, Viking Boombots is 4, Danny's 5, Veto is 6, ASAP is 7, Pisces 8, Boston George is 9. So Power CoC has 9 of the 17 Town Hall 9s to go. I will have a quick look at how many attacks they have left to do it. So number 14, I believe, is Town Hall 9. Yep. Whoops. So we've got, how many attacks do they have left to go? They've got quite a few. I'll get rid of that. So they've got the 4 down there, plus those 6 in the middle is 10, plus those 5 is 15, and that 1 is 16. So there are 16 Town Hall 9 attacks left to go to take on 9 Town Hall 9 bases. And the Sjonnies, we'll have a look at what the Sjonnies have to do as far as Town Hall 9s go anyway. Okay, so they've got a lot to do. They've only done 11 attacks, so we know they've got a lot to do. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So they've got 7. All Town Hall 9 still need to be cleared from the Sjonnies, and going down from there, number 14 is, so we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, where we go, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24. So the Sjonnies have 24 attacks to do on their Town Hall 9s, from their Town Hall 9s onto the Town Hall 9s from Power CoC. And Power CoC have 16 attacks left to do onto 9 bases. So that's it. We are 3.5 hours in. It was an hour and a half between the Sjonnies attacking. So they've got a lot of attacks to do, and I'm not sure when they're going to be doing them. So what I'm going to do is 3.5 hours. Power CoC, on that last attack, there was no one from Power CoC watching. There were 5 people from the Sjonnies, but I don't know if they're Town Hall 9s or 10s or whatnot. So with obviously no one from Power CoC on to even watch, so I assume not planning, so not on, and the Sjonnies not doing any attacks in the last hour and a half from their people. I'll be calling this stream done and finished for the moment. Start of the war, the first 3 and a little bit hours, just over 3.5 hours, we'll call that. So we'll be calling that done. So there's a description. If you're wondering what the NDL is, it's in the description of the video. Scroll down to see it, and you'll see the Discord server link. It essentially means you don't attack a base that's a town hall lower than you. You can only attack your same town hall level or higher, not lower. And other than that, it's pretty simple. Obviously, it's fair play. Supercell have anyway, it's obviously fair play. I'm not going to speak for Supercell, so I'm not speaking for Supercell. It's a fair play league. There's pro, semi-pro, amateur, and featherweight. Pro is obviously mainly for people that say out of the CWL. It does not conflict with the CWL time schedule, so it was made specifically not to conflict. And amateur is really for people or clans that don't have much competitive experience, let's just say, or arranging a lot of friendly wars. And breakdowns are usually, the breakdown on this was 4 Town Hall 11s, 9 10s, and 17 Town Hall 9s. Now the featherweight division is for people, for the clans that don't have Town Hall 11s. So they'll just have Town Hall 10s and 9s, and they can do smaller wars of say 15, whereas this is a war of 30. So seeing as nobody is attacking for quite a while now, certainly not on either side, I'm pretty sure that they're all sleeping or having dinner or whatever it is that they're doing. So we will call this part of the stream done, and I will be coming back later on to try and have a look at the last part of the war to see how that goes, or to if it's all finished, if there's anybody left to attack or not. But I'll still be hanging around. I'll be checking on things during the war, during the remaining 20.5 hours, but I'll be on towards the end of the war if there's something to be on for, and possibly do like a bit of a war recap, war rundown, call of the board, I guess you could say, as you might say. So that will be it. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new, if you haven't already, so you can be notified, and make sure you click the little bell icon so you can be notified of when I go live, and for, of course, all the other videos and so on and so forth that I do. Please subscribe so that you can keep up to that, and I'll see you in the next video. That's when I'll see you. Thanks for tuning in.